music's so much better than the stuff that they used for the new animation trailer. Matt will be here shortly. Just literally waiting for it to turn up at the moment. Let me know if you can hear the stream okay. I'm just going to assume. Come on, Matt. Time. What are you looking forward to for the preview? Good stuff, hopefully. Might not. Might be complete crap. Nah, it's the first one of the year. I think they'll try and make it good. Hey, Risky, how you doing, man? You right? Good to see you. I'll give a quick shout out to one of my friends. Lost his mum last night. Horrible thing to happen. It's going to happen to all of us eventually. Just gets to that age, unfortunately. So my thoughts with him. Yeah, horrible phone call to receive. Horrible phone call. Music's too loud. Cool. We can do something about that. Let me know if that's a little bit better. After all, we don't want to drown out mine and Matt's dulcet tones, do we? I think, personally, we are going to see the arrival of the Bustodies tonight. Well, hey! Thank you very much. Up the mic volume a little bit. Let's try that. Yeah, I think we're going to see female Custodies. It's obviously Custodies for Heresy, and I kind of think they're going to do that. 40k, I imagine it's going to be Huron. I know we had a Praetorabo leak recently, but there's no way that's real. There is no way that's real. Not in a million years. Even GW don't make something that low on detail and awful. So, yeah, we'll see what happens there. Let me know how the mic volume is now. Come on, Matt. Stop playing Star Rapture. Come and join the stream. Star Rapture is quite a lot of fun, though. It's weird, actually, isn't it? Because on the website, there's not a lot of kind of stuff covered, if you know what I mean. I think it was Heresy, 40k, Age of Sigmar, and let's turn it up a little bit. Not that you want to see my face, but there we go. Blood Bowl. So I'm like, okay, it's a bit of a. It even means they've got a lot more for each individual thing, or it's going to be a short stream. But being the first one of the year, I'd be kind of surprised if it was a short stream. So we'll have to wait and see on that. I kind of want to dive into the other Discord and go and grab Matt, but as he's playing with Pete, who, as I said, has had some horrific news recently. Yeah, I think I'll leave him be. I'm sure he'll be here in a minute. Yeah, it would be nice to see some Iron Warriors stuff. I mean, I think the problem with Chaos in all its forms really is I don't think they've ever really hit a good look for Chaos. They've kind of they've always been spiky Marines to a certain extent, and I'm like, okay, I kind of get it. But when you tell me that a Space Marine is stuck for 10,000 years in the warp, I kind of just think, and they just get a bit spiky. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't quite work for me. I know they're trying to keep it sort of kiddie friendly and all that kind of stuff. And I'm not saying that we need to see, you know, Event Horizon level stuff. You right, Kevin? But I do think that Chaos is a missed opportunity with GW. Thankfully, there's a load of third-party sculptors out there who do some great stuff. Bastarium, you know, they have no concerns about doing what needs to be done from that perspective. So that's all good. But yeah, Chaos, yeah, it doesn't, yeah, never quite worked for me. I thought the best ones they did were the Chosen models with Dark Vengeance. They'd like most warped armour and stuff. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I don't, you know, we'll see the rest of Huron's retinue or whatever it's called today. But the Renegade area is something I've always felt has been missed. It's just like, here's Loyalist Space Marines, which is now Primaris, and then here's Heretic Astartes or Chaos Space Marines, which are just spikier versions of those. And I'm just kind of like, you could do some more. We know there's Renegades out there that would have like patchwork, beaten up armour and stuff. Is Warhammer World US already a thing, or I think it's 2027, wasn't it? I might be able to get, hey, if we get to like mega subscriber levels, I might be able to get out to America. I'm going back to Japan next May. Going back to Japan. Hell yeah, yeah, if we can do it, that'd be great. I'm glad you guys are getting a Warhammer World. Yeah. I wonder if it'll change much. I wonder if like Bugman's will be more like an American bar type thing, or if they'll still go with the kind of dwarven tavern. Although to be fair, a lot of that's changed. Oh man, we need. Well, at the moment you can only get obliterators on the Sky Spear or Shadow Spear. Shadow Spear, wasn't it? Shadow Spear sprue. So it's like that, and you've got to get the Venom Crawler. So yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, obliterators maybe doing a dual build with mutilators, because man, they're awful as well. But last year was the year of chaos, guys. Last year was the year of chaos. I'm wondering if they'll show off the Corsairs, because obviously we've had that leak, and it seems a bit weird not to. But they're part of the Huron, the Maelstrom, aren't they? So we'll have to wait and see. What do you guys think about the fact that they're releasing these books? I know you get like 4 books per pack, but what do you guys think about the fact that they're releasing these books like 50 quid each? That's a lot of money for something that's going to be out of date in like 4 months? Charitably, 4 months. So yeah, I'm like, yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised I haven't done Plastic Legion of the Damned, actually. It'd be pretty cool. I mean, I didn't like it. There was a stage where we were like, okay, you get a whole Legion of the Damned army. And I was like, I'm not sure Legion of the Damned Dreadnoughts make much sense. But it'd be nice to get like a plastic set of Legion of the Damned with loads of different bits and pieces. Because in Tokyo, they've only got a little, it's not a Warhammer World even, it's like a shop. Slightly bigger than a normal shop that sells Forge World as well. And they've got like a cafe, like a barista, like they do like different drinks, like mocktail type things, named after various 40k stuff. Very nice though. I did like Japan. Very cool. Yeah, I think I agree with you, Ken. I mean, like, I think Chaos should literally look like the heavy metal album cover come to life. Do you know what I mean? Like that's what they should look like. And I think they kind of struggled with them a little bit. I mean, there's some good stuff and there's some bad stuff, but yeah, I never quite. I mean, I don't know. As you get older, you just like, I just want to see those kind of really messed up stuff that we used to get, but brought back to the level of fidelity that we can expect from models these days. And don't really see it. But as I said, the the third-party printing community's got you covered. They've got you covered, guys. I mean, I found some what was it, Poxbursters? Not Poxbursters, Poxwalkers the other day that are so much better than those goofy pieces of crap. You know, they're actually really, really nice. So, you know, and thankfully the Poxwalker is probably something generic enough. It's just a plague zombie type thing. There's not really a concept that GW can claim. So as long as you don't go calling them Poxwalkers, you're probably fine. But they don't have that kind of really goofy, happy, look, which I don't know. The wife thinks it's cute, but yeah. Matthew, come on! You'll probably turn up like just as it go live, and you'll be like, "A wizard is never late. He arrives precisely when he means to." And I'll be like, "Matt, you're not a wizard. You're like some kind of weird tech goblin." So yeah, Heresy Custodes, I reckon. Huron. Age of Sigmar, I have not got a clue. What did they mention next? One of the pictures on Instagram was like chicken bones. I was like, is there anything left for the undead to release, or could that be Blood Bowl? And there's like star glasses as well. So what the hell? The only thing I know for sure is Huron and the Custodes. If you guys know more, let me know. Dun, 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 dun. Come on, Adam and Eddie. Yeah, maybe the books will sell well. I mean, I most of the stuff, I couldn't believe how much of it was selling out. Like the Titus box set is 57 quid, sold out, completely sold out. Nightbringer 80 quid, sold out, gone. That horrible Necron model, it's 40 quid, sold out, gone.
Hello everybody, and welcome to this very exciting New Year Warhammer preview. I'm Adam Troke, I'm joined by my friend and colleague Eddie Eccles, and we are delighted to welcome you all here.
Yeah, we've got some very cool Warhammer reveals for you on the way in this preview. We have some Warhammer 40,000, some Warhammer Age of Sigmar, a little bit of Horus Heresy, some new animation to have a look at, and some Blood Bowl. So it is a packed preview with a little bit of something from every corner of Warhammer.
Fantastic. We're joined by loads of you already in the chat on both YouTube and on Twitch. Thank you for coming and spending some time with us. We're going to wait a while before we jump into the first preview so that people can continue to flood in. And it's always nice to do a little bit of, welcoming and greeting everybody. It's nice to know where you're all from. So if you wouldn't mind just punching into
5 minutes down the road, be good.
Along. We've got some people monitoring the questions and making sure that Eddie and I get fed the right information.
The Slaanesh back harp, apparently there was a load of stuff that was
we can talk about
of that kind of Cenobite nature.
I have been doing some hobby. Here is my latest
in concept.
I've been doing
and GW turned around and said, no.
For quilting. And I've dark angled them up. You can see the
which is a shame. Did you see Jez is retiring very soon?
Dark Angels bits
Naturally, he's got to be like 60
now. They're a bit more advanced. They're all undercoated, and a couple of them are base coated.
Oh, show off.
Well, I don't like that Anglo model. The resin one, I really don't like him. It looks like he's borrowed his dad's arm and he's trying to grow into it or something.
That'd be fine.
Yeah, we'll have fun. We'll be fun.
Very
That's the
kind
main
of
thing, right? What about you?
lanky.
Well,
Eddie?
I've been painting an even better chapter, the Space Wolves.
Top two,
and-
I'd give you that.
Well, and I've just been painting dreadnoughts mostly. Just
Space
big
Marines,
dreadnoughts,
Space
little
Marines, and more
dreadnoughts,
Space
all the dreadnoughts I can find.
Marines.
Are these for anything?
They are for a team event for Warhammer 40,000, and my contribution to the team is just loads and loads of dreadnoughts.
And why? This is Bran Redmore's great
They are
company,
Bran
right?
Redmoors, yeah. So I picked the angriest Space Wolves I could find for my great
Fine.
company.
Well, perfect. So it'd be like to just get a sense of where you're all tuning in from.
That's
We're
weird.
seeing we've got
Saturnine
people tuning
Dreadnought
in
next
from,
to a Redemptor.
Spain and France. A bunch
Saturnine
from,
haven't got
the
rules in
US,
40K,
so
have
welcome.
they?
Loads of people from the UK and even here in Nottingham. And a couple, it seems, as far-flung as the upside-down lands of Australia. So well done for Iron Manning it and staying up all night. That's good.
I have cancelled
Really
or
lovely to have
hidden
you
the
all here.
chat on the
If you are
preview.
tuning in from far-flung places
it's
and you
full
want
of
to join in
children.
the conversation online, we've got
You
our
guys are much better.
international social media teams. You'll see them here for Facebook and Instagram. Why not drop onto those handles and join in the conversation in your own language if you like?
Yeah.
Perfect. One of the things that we'll be doing, I mentioned previously, is we'll be keeping an eye on Twitch stream. If you want to ask a question, type the word question in block caps and then write your question afterwards, and we'll try and filter through and cover some questions.
I don't know why they
about
do
the
this
things that
question
we're
thing,
showing
because
to
all
make
the
sure that you
question
get the
thing
answers that you need.
is like,
We'll try and tell you all the important stuff, but there might be some things that you really, really
tell me
need
something
to
that I
know,
can't tell.
and if
And
anything
it's just
like
like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I
fair
would
enough.
suggest keeping it about the releases.
that. Oh yeah, not just
don't
generally,
ask,
not just like
mad stuff, 'cause
how big is a blue whale, that sort of stuff.
Exactly, and there's only so much.
Specifically about Warhammer.
Yeah, there's only so much time in the world, right? We reckon we'll be here probably for the next hour and a quarter or so.
Something like
Hour and a
It just depends
quarter.
How fast we talk, and how much stuff there is to show, and there is a lot. We've already told people what we're going to show. We've already done the introductions. People know how to ask questions. I think it might be time
think it
to
might
go
be time to
to
start,
our first reveal. Let's go.
Yeah,
to Green
it's
Darkness.
banter, I
Dark
suppose.
Knight.
It's not very interesting. It is really corporate these days. That's the thing I've noticed. Ooh. Yeah, Corsairs, okay. I still don't like Huron. Where do they get these names? Garlon Soul Eater. Yeah, Dave's still
What
there.
a way to kick off the preview show with incredible releases, all themed around the Maelstrom. Eddie, how do we even start with this?
This is a fairly sizable release for Warhammer 40,000, and two armies are getting a lot of new plastic miniatures.
Starfang,
Chaos Space
is that
Marines
meant to be
and
the new
40,000
Viper?
Eldari. If we start on the diabolically heretical side of things, this is Huron Blackheart and the Masters of the
Okay, so it's
Maelstrom.
an Eldar
We knew,
army
of course,
box
that
then.
Huron Blackheart was on his way. We suspected there might have been some other Corsair-looking things along with him, but we can now reveal that he is on his way as part of a character box set, not unlike the Titus box set we saw released over recent weeks. And
So like
it is
nigh
a
on
phenomenal
60 quid
set
for
of miniatures,
6 models.
starring, of course, Huron Blackheart. We've seen this guy before a little bit, but just a reminder for those of you who might not have seen him already.
It's always nice to look
You
at
see,
the
the crazy
current
thing
number
is,
out, the
and
Master
this is
Corsair series
genuinely
with his,
the crazy
little
thing,
demonic helper, the Hammer Dryer,
is that
and
the
he's, showing what happens when you go
price
alongside
actually
of a
doesn't
Master
work out so bad.
signed courtesy
Like, it's
of
60
Captain
quid, and that's
Andy's
insane. And then you realise you're getting a load of character models, and you're like, well, they normally sell those for 25 quid each. So it actually works out as a deal. And I hate that it works out as a deal. I'm like, what? No.
First up
On what
would be,
planet is this
Geryon
approaching
the
reasonable
Corpse
for some
Master.
reason?
He's the Lord Apothecary of the Red Corsairs. He was the apothecary in the Astral Claws, the chapter that was, and he was part of Huron's machinations to sort of.
What is it with
play about with their
apothecaries treading
juicing
on
and
Space
evade
Marines'
the
chests?
tide,
That's
which is
naughty.
the whole problem that kicked off the Fourth Quadrant Rebellion in the first place.
See, this one, they'd be like, you're getting a model
Yeah, well,
and like
exactly
a
so.
quarter.
So some fun stuff about how he plays in games. Obviously, he is kind of not really got the best interest at heart of the Red Corsairs that he battles alongside. You can see a Red Corsair on the base there, probably
clutching the apron awkwardly.
Yeah, he's not going to get the medical attention that he's particularly looking for. He has a special rule basically where if a Red Corsair unit near him is at half strength, he can have a command point because he's harvesting the
What do we
juices.
think?
That's what
I think
he's
he's
looking for.
alright,
He
but
can
I'm
also
like,
bring
meh.
models back into the unit that he is in, so Huron and his retinue are a little bit more durable.
Not the battlefield medic that the Red Corsairs might want, but definitely the one they deserve.
It's not
next
horrible.
up in line is Qatar Garrix, who is the headsman of the Red Corsairs. This is Huron Blackheart's personal executioner.
Oh,
and he
that
comes appropriate
face!
enough in
Oh,
the
that's
execution
so
chapter, one
bad.
of those chapters swept up in the Fourth Quadrant Rebellion. and part of the Badab War.
Who looked at
he
the
signed on
executioner's
permanently with
face, the
Drawn
head
Black
taker's
after
face?
the
The
events
executioner,
that
is it Master
and
of
now
Executions?
serves
That's it.
kind of like
And went, yeah, we'll do more of that.
a warning to any Red Corsairs that might want to step out of line. His presence on the bridge of a vessel will quell even the smallest rumour of insurrection.
Yeah, I think if you turn up with the heads of the previous 7 people who had insurrections, that
You see, when we say that the stuff looks cartoony,
in game terms,
we kind of
no
mean
massive
this.
surprises that he is very good at killing enemy characters. He has precision and anti-character on his weapons, which is pretty cool.
Nice, and he just looks incredible. Really grim and foreboding character, and enough heads to send the message to anybody who wants to hear it. Next up in this retinue, and if you had Mantis Warriors in 2026 on your bingo card, congratulations. This is Garlon Soul Eater, who was once a Mantis Warriors librarian. He has signed up with the Red Corsairs, and he is known as the Tyrant's Witch, a formidable psyker, now a Chaos Sorcerer, and he uses his powers.
Is it me, or is
to sort of,
every
corrupt the
single
minds of
Space
those
Marine
around him. There's
release looking
stories
like
of
a
him
copy
turning the crews of
of another
gun
Space
decks
Marine
against their
release?
allies and firing salvos at
Like the positions are the same. I know there's only so much you can do with a, you know, a
all of
figure.
These sort of schemes
But
around.
There's a
it's
lot
really
to do
starting to
with
look
your
like
pirate
that to me.
keep track of,
well, I
and
imagine
this-
so,
that
right?
helps you out.
He's also got a really cool helmet, and the rumour is he hasn't taken it off for more than a decade, and maybe he's hideously mutated underneath.
Could be. He's got some really tasty rules in Warhammer 40,000 as well. He has a precision psychic attack that is d6 plus 1 damage, which
Nice.
means you can basically pick out enemy characters in units and just take them out, basically mind wrench them out of reality.
Fantastic. Yeah, another great Space Marine, Chaos Space Marine, I suppose, within Huron's retinue. The next model is Immortal, and is the captain of the Reign of Spite. This is Captain Sargota. She was once a Imperial Navy commander from the Solar Segmentum fleets, incredibly well placed within the noble houses, long lineage and dynasty behind her. She was politically outmaneuvered once she was injured, and while she was convalescing, sort of her position and station were taken from her. In revenge, she essentially orchestrated the handover of an entire naval dockyard and its ships and crews to
Hang on, I'm going
a
to move
pirate
my
fleet.
face because
or
it's
one
exactly the
Very
wrong
piratey.
place.
Exactly, and now she serves on one of the biggest battle cruisers in Huron's fleet, where she oversees.
Apologies, the reason my face is there at all
which is why she's on
is
this command
purely
Yeah, I think this
because
is my
GW
favourite
claimed
model
the
from this
last
box set.
preview
It's
that
really,
we
really fun. It's like
did.
a nice, characterful
It's not like-
diorama piece. The thing that she's floating around.
it's not
on
going to make a lot of
actually
money
is
or anything
something
like that.
she
It's
uses
just
during
pure sort
boarding,
of
of enemy
principle, I
ships.
guess.
So it's effectively like a mobile command deus, but she can plug it into
Sagota.
the command stations of enemy ships once they've been boarded to take it over.
Yeah.
So she's all in pirate.
You can imagine all the mechadendrites underneath.
Not
imagine slotting
horrible,
into ports in
actually.
a plundered ship.
Is it
and
me, or have they
suddenly all of
actually
those
managed to
vessels
sculpt
behind her come
something that
alive with all
actually
the
looks like a
information
feminine
to essentially steal an
face?
entire battleship.
I like the little bird skulls on the shoulder as well. I like to imagine one of those was a parrot.
There you go. Yep, very practical. Fantastic model and really exciting addition.
Yeah, it's not bad,
The
that one.
next one, maybe even stranger, and a lot of people have been trying to guess what this means. They've looked
I
at
don't
the
think
silhouette.
anyone guessed right.
Yeah,
If you
absolutely.
did, well done.
This is a Tyrellian dog soldier known as the Enforcer. She is essentially the warrior that Huron sends out to hunt down those who would dissent against him. And maybe there's people naysaying his leadership or
Another
reneging
female.
on deals. And so
Okay.
the Enforcer
What a
hunts them
crock.
down,
See what I did
to
there?
go as far as it takes to do so. And she takes with her plunder, which is the canine-ish, canid-looking creature. That is, if you were wondering, an adolescent Barghese. If the term
40k is just
Barghese
turning
is
into a
familiar to you,
fucking
it's because
cartoon,
of
isn't it? I
Warhammer
mean, that looks like something out of Overwatch.
Violent Barghese, which has appeared a couple of times in our lore. This is what they look like before they are big enough to be called hyperviolent. When she first met it, it bit her arm off, which is why she's got that unusual bionic sort of fist thing that you can see there. Now it serves essentially as her little hunter-killer.
Did you have that your Huron would have two
spates of
females in his retinue?
and eventually
For
it became too
1
big to
second?
manage, and rumours
For
of,
1 second, did you
Barghese
have like
devastating entire spaceports, run rife. So
like
she did eventually
representation's
take
one
it to
thing,
the
guys, but
40,000 equivalent of
fucking
the
hell.
shed.
Or the space farm.
Oh yeah, we're a happy ending for everybody in the grim darkness of the far future.
I think what this miniature does in terms of like telling you about the story of Huron and the Maelstrom itself is indicating that not only have you got like renegade Chaos Space Marines and humans, you also have alien pirates and bounty hunters and all the kind of ne'er-do-wells and piratical forces.
Yeah,
that
I
are
dunno, man.
holding
I dunno.
gravitating towards the Maelstrom. So it's not just about.
A, I don't think it's a
Chaos
particularly
Space
good
Marines,
model. B, I
he's
don't think it's a
master
particularly
of this
Warhammer
enormous
40,000
pirate
looking model.
empire within the Maelstrom.
Absolutely, yeah. The forces at his disposal are vast, and if you want to resist the sort of oppressive regime, as they would call it, of the Imperium or other places, then the Maelstrom might be the place for you. And I'm sure he's a very kind-hearted leader.
Yeah.
Speaking of Huron Blackheart, he does not come alone. The Masters of the Maelstrom are joined by this box set. Everything you see here comes in a big box called the Lords of the Maelstrom, and is essentially the heart of a Red Corsairs army. It's got loads of great models.
Okay,
in it,
so these are like
including some brand new
160
ones.
odd quid,
Let's
aren't
take you
they?
through,
I
what you
mean,
can see in here.
that's a fair chunk
So some of
there.
these miniatures, all of these miniatures will eventually be available separately. Some of these are
Oh
old miniatures.
God,
that
look
were
at the
created,
hair
some
on
of
the
them are
guy on
brand
the
new miniatures.
right.
These are Raiders. They are a brand new miniature set. These are effectively the elite of the Red Corsairs. They sit somewhere between Legionaries and Chosen in terms of power and hierarchy.
Yep.
And they are the veterans of the Barab Wars and the
I mean, I
various
guess they got
different conflicts
slightly
within
some
the
of that
Maelstrom.
renegade look that I
As
was
far as
after.
in game, they are a
But-
really useful little unit. They have infiltrate. They have 3 wounds each. They have a really respectable combat.
Yeah, no, I totally get your
set line,
DMK.
And they've also
As you
got things like
say,
melter guns and power fists and stuff that you can put into the unit. So a really
You'd think
useful
that the
all-round
woman would
Yeah, and
be,
they're not just a
because
great
they
game
haven't
lord,
established
also
any
the
other
models
way
are
of
fantastic.
making
Like, this is
humans that we've got,
personification of
the
what
women
it
would
means
just be
to a
breeding the
renegade
new
version
soldiers. Do you know what I
of
mean? Not
existing
like,
outside
as
of
you
the
say, you
structures
only go and
of
put the
the,
women's
these mighty
in your
legions.
in your
So they're-
race,
a lot of their war
like
gear
if you're
looks
desperate kind of
scavenged
thing.
and, you know, the plate armor and so on is sort of cobbled together. They've got lots of
Oh
trappings
man,
on
I
them
am
from
not so
various
sure about
battles and enemies
these.
that they fought. It's really quite exciting to see these.
Lots of them have got like pelts of wild animals or
Yeah,
court
absolutely.
hair, as I like to call it.
Oh, very good.
I
very
am
good.
not sure about these at
There's
all.
more within this box set. Next up, you can see the Chaos Terminator squad. These are the Chaos Terminators that you already know and love if you're a Chaos Space Marine player. The difference here being...
I think
they
I'm getting
have,
old, guys.
New sculpted
getting
new shoulder
old.
pads, which included within this box set.
I mean, yeah, it's got
essentially,
beaky
you can
armour and all that
tailor
kind
them
of
to
stuff. And
the
they've
Red
tried to put in a bit of
Obviously,
individuality in there that they're wearing
has
different
used
armour
before
marks.
living
I
their life
get all that.
via the medium of shipboarding action.
But
Yeah,
it
there's quite a
really is
lot of
just
Chaos
starting to
Terminators
look
that show up
so...
in some of the Red Corsair Black Library stories as well.
Yeah,
so this is
absolutely.
very thematic for them to have.
There's a lot more stuff than I
I
thought
think
it'd
they
be,
look
though, I've got to
great
be
in
honest. I mean,
red and
I was
black.
expecting
Well,
They're
just
really
Huron,
striking
you know,
colours.
but...
Absolutely. Similarly, you have the Legionaries. This is the same kit that you might be used to from the other Chaos Space Marine Legions. And again, there's upgrades that tailor them towards looking like Red Corsairs. So you've got these fantastic Red Corsair shoulder pads, and then you've got some other details as well. We'll show what they look like in a moment. But you've got like heads.
So is this like a
and,
separate
some,
Red Corsairs
Like
Terminator
ammo
squad?
belts
Is this
and
like a...
trophies and
Is
that
this a
stuff.
permanent
That-
addition to the
that is the whole
range,
upgrade
or-
kit. So you can see there, you've got the Terminator shoulder pads. You've got the shoulder pads that fit Legionaries, but they'll also fit anything in that kind of like
Yeah,
size of
absolutely.
armor. If you want to have some like Raptors or something, you could do those too. You've got some really cool unhelmeted heads
I think
there.
the heads are the most exciting.
The heads are
for
cool,
me
yeah.
out
I mean,
of
it's
this.
all
They're
good,
really
isn't it? And then there's some big transfers as well. So if you want to have like Rhinos and Land Raiders and Dreadnoughts and things that have the appropriate iconography on it, you can do that too.
Yeah, what you get with
there's
this transfer kit is
some-
way more than you need to do just
Okay, so it's
models
like an
that come
upgrade
in the set.
box.
So if you're looking to build a big Red Corsairs force, well, you'll be able to. Right,
Okay,
that was all
I mean,
pretty exciting, but it's not done. There's
pretty
also
standard,
the
I guess.
Guardsmen. These are the exact straight Guardsmen you know and love. They're just in red and working for the Red Corsairs, and they kind of exemplify all of those people that flock to Huron's
So
banner
these are the
and sort of try and survive
Blackstone
outside of
Fortress
the,
Guardsmen, aren't they?
restrictions of the Astra Militarum and the Imperium at large.
That's fair. And we've got one more miniature, I think. for
Yeah,
the Red
and
Corsairs.
so bringing up the Rhea is actually my favourite model out of this launch. I think the Reeve Captain really just hits home on what it means to be a renegade Chaos Space Marine. Just a fantastic model.
I am
The
so
mod
pissed
type
off
kit
with these
from one
smiling
essentially,
Chaos Space
one
Marines, I
that
really am.
Gets me.
Oh, is it more Nurgle? Hello.
Plunder, he's
Oh, there he
got
is.
some pieces from
Better
the
late than
battle,
never.
and
Let
he
me
just
turn it
looks
down a little
incredible. He's
bit.
quite good in the game, right?
Yeah, so there's loads of options on the kit to start with. So this is a multi-part.
How you doing, you
kit.
right?
You've got a choice of 2 different
I
combat.
am
weapons, different
operating
stats
within
for the game. You've
acceptable
got a sword,
parameters.
you've got
Thank
a
you very
mace.
much.
You can have a
Excellent.
plasma pistol if you want.
Guys,
to
let me know
have
how the
a bolt
volume is with
pistol.
Matt, seeing as he's
he is
deigned to
a very
finally
good addition to
join
your
us.
army. He is a Reeve
That
captain.
guy looks good.
I suppose
Reeve
you might
captain looks
indicate he's
decent.
either maybe
he's
a
got that
veteran of
smiling
the
face
Astral
again. I'm
Claws,
so
maybe
sick of
one
it,
the previous
dude.
Captains, or maybe someone
Ah,
who's
he's got a
risen
helmet
through the ranks of the Red Corsairs since. So he is somewhere thereabouts of Chaos Lord level in terms of his
He's all right.
abilities. He is a little bit less fighty.
I think I actually like him a bit better than Huron, to be honest.
Mark 8 helmet, I'm pleased.
He has
All of the guys they've been showing off have got like loads of different
we talked about before. So he can be right
Horus
up in the enemy's
Heresy
face
armor
early
marks
on in
and
the
stuff.
game. He can also
Nice.
give you loads of abilities when you charge into close combat, and you've got lots of stuff across the Chaos Space Marine Codex that allows.
Now
you to
Matthew's
have
here, you're going to get
things
more of
like
a
running
balanced
charge, so
opinion,
they
I
sit pretty
think.
nicely with those. So
He's
you
good,
can
mate,
get,
that's all right.
An extra point
But
of
no,
strength,
Matt sucks.
An extra point of AP and re-rolling charges with this guy on that unit, which might.
Why do those heads look like
right
background
there.
dancers
It's
from a
pretty
Duran
tasty
Duran
little
video?
Nice.
And worth saying as well, with all of the stuff that we've just
I'm
talked
sure
through
it's just
there,
a
you can
make-up.
absolutely do this as a red Corsairs army if you want. If you want to go all in for Huron Blackheart and go with the red and black of that force, you can. Or you can add these into any other Chaos Space Marine army. So if you've got an existing Black Legion army...
I
and you
don't
just
mind the
sprinkle a
reef
little
caps,
bit of
apart from
red
his stupid
Corsairs into
face,
it,
but
or
as I say, you
team
can just
them
have
up
the
with
helmet on
Alpha
that, so
Legion,
that's
you can
fine.
absolutely do that.
Perfect. We are not even halfway done with the stuff for this Maelstrom section. We
Imagine if
talked
there's this
about
much
Huron Red
Horus
Corsairs
Heresy
in
stuff
that
as well,
video that we
guys.
saw at the beginning, we saw
That's only
another
half
force.
the pirates we have.
Exactly. So let's go and look at Prince Iriel
Over
and
to
his
you.
Eldritch Raiders. So a little bit of a lore dump for you if you're unaware. Prince Iriel is a renowned Eldari hero. He is the saviour of Craftworld Iandon when it was under attack from the hive fleets of the Tyranids, and really
That's a
solidified
pretty
his sort of place in
cool
legend.
looking box set,
But
actually.
The thing he loves is to range across the galaxy, reaving and
I
ahead of this army
even
of
don't
Eldritch Raiders. There's a box
mind
set,
the Viper.
everything you see on here is
Or
included
the
within it,
new
and we'll take you through
Viper-like thing.
at all of those things. First out the gates are the Corsair Skyreavers.
Yeah, so this is a really useful little unit for Corsairs. You can include these in a Corsair army or in a entirely Craftworld army if you want to.
Yeah, they're not-
This is a really flexible,
they're not
fast-moving
horrific.
unit. You can kit them out in all sorts of different ways. They come as standard with Corsair blades and Shuriken pistols. which
Once
is
again, I
a great
kind of
little
wish they
kind
weren't attached to bits of
combo to pick
bloody
on little
scenery and
isolated
stuff,
enemy
but that's
units.
just the way
You've
now.
also got the option to include quite a lot of different special weapons in the unit. So if you want to make them anti-infantry, you've got things like shredders and flamers. If you want to make them anti,
Much more in line with the
like that in the unit. And they've got
Dark
lots
Eldar,
of,
isn't it? It's just
movement
blurring that
abilities
line
come with
again.
Scout, deep strike, and a reactive move ability as standard, which means they can be very hard to pin down. So they've got a phenomenal kind of objective game.
Yeah, they really play into that sort of hit and withdraw aspect
Yes.
of the Eldritch
I was about
Raiders
to
that
say.
makes them famous. They're also a lovely callback to some very
weird,
classic, very
curved
Trader era artwork.
melee
If you're
weapons
of a
and
certain
stuff. They're not
vintage
bad,
like
though.
me,
They're
you'll
all right.
recognise it, and it feels quite nice to see that sort of
Considering
I
they're
like
only
them.
50 quid a
imagery
box, they should
making
be.
it, into the modern Warhammer 40,000 tabletop.
Well, there's
in a
10 of them,
similar
dude. There's
vein
no
in
way
terms
it's not
of the
going to be 50 quid.
flexibility and the way they fight. There's another unit within this set. You'll be familiar with them if you've maybe played Kill Team.
I was
over
about
the
to say,
last
we've already
few
had
years.
those.
These are the
Yeah,
Corsair
yeah.
Void Reavers. So it's the same kit returned, and they'll be in this Eldritch Raiders box. Tell us
not
about
bad.
Void Reavers, if you would.
Yeah, so the Corsair Void Reavers are your kind of line Corsair infantry. That's a really flexible kit. You can build them as either a kind of battle line version or as an elite version. They have loads of different weapon options, so they're one of the most.
Not too
flexible
sure on
kits
the
Warhammer
very,
40,000 in terms of the different
IDNF
range stuff
looking
you can give them. You can make them very
melee
anti-infantry
weapons. They
or
don't
very
look
anti-character, very,
practical in
good
the
at shooting or
slightest.
combat
But
or taking out tanks or whatever you need, really.
Yeah, they're
the
not bad.
bits in the kit are really interchangeable with the other new Corsair stuff that's on its way as well. So
I think
it was already
I
a
detect
really
Jez
flexible unit, and now
Goodwin's
it's
hand
even
in
more
here,
flexible in terms
maybe.
of how you can build it.
Matt?
If you are
Definitely.
a fan of kind of kit bashing stuff together, this is a dream. This box.
Yeah, absolutely. To lead these all into battle, there are two heroes within the Eldritch Raiders set. The first of which
That's a
is
very old
Karseth.
school helmet.
Karseth is a
Jeez.
Oh,
Void
that is. I
Dreamer.
like that.
What is a
I've got the
Void
original
Dreamer,
of that.
You ask. Well, a Void Dreamer is
I
a
might
type
have somewhere.
of Eldar seer, and Karseth
That's
specialises
straight
in
out of the
being able to
sketchbook,
sense
ain't
the
it?
subtle
I think it is,
fluctuations
you know.
in the fabric of reality. So one
The
of the
front
gifts
cover
that
even.
Karseth has is to detect warp translations. Imagine
Yeah, I like that.
you come out of the warp with your fleet and you're straight into the gun sights of the
Again,
Eldritch
just
Raiders,
different
sat
enough from a
waiting for you. That's
Farseer
quite the boon for,
or a
Iriel
Warlock
and
to
Steve. Also,
to work. Yeah, they look pretty
specifically
good.
Coordinates the efforts
Yeah.
of the Eldritch Raiders, making sure that they're all like working in synchronicity and firing together. You can imagine them sort of speaking into the minds of the warriors and making sure that everybody's all on the same page.
Yeah, so a really useful
Tactical
unit
Wavestone
in game
intact.
terms as well. This is an Eldar Psyker and comes with a ranged psychic attack, like Psychic Storm style thing. But the reason that they really pop is the special rules that come with them. One of them is the ever useful ability.
It's
to
so
stop
weird they
enemy
talk about the
units deployed
rules in
within
the
12, so
in the
they can
preview.
see the
I'm not sure why
future,
they
you
do
can
that.
never
I
catch
should
them off
put it in the
guard sort of thing.
articles.
That's great to put on your backfield objective or to just
Just makes me
screen out
sad.
large portions of
Well,
the backfield.
and
to
it
stop
reminds
things
me
like
of
Corsair Terminators teleporting
exactly
behind
so.
you. That's not a thing that would be good for
QVC.
you. The
Do you
other
realize that
thing
even
that can
they
have
get this
is
like
you
red
can
blender
take
out and they're like,
with the
oh, let's
psychic
talk about this red blender
all
for
the rest
15
of the
minutes
Corsairs
and
that
tell
fire
you
into
stuff
the
that's
unit,
really obvious.
hit
Like,
with an extra point of
it's
strength.
red.
So, it's a really good
It's like,
synergistic
mate,
unit
people
to
are
help
going to
the
decide
rest
if they
of your
want to
Corsairs
buy it within
into
5
your
seconds of clapping eyes on.
Yeah,
And of
exactly,
course,
exactly.
They are
I
led
think
by
that's-
none other
yeah,
than
that's not
Prince
bad.
Iriel. Prince Iriel is the outcast prince
new
of
Uriel.
Ireland.
Nice.
He's
So
So
returned
this
from
stuff
the
is
Winter
very
Set.
like the
Delivered
Vizark,
his
isn't it?
Craftwell from
The
Annihilation,
Inari,
once
because
again
obviously they
by,
kind of gave up
leading
with the
an army
Inari a little
into
bit.
The Maelstrom.
The helmet especially.
He's equipped with the Spear of Twilight, a very famous weapon. It's extremely dangerous. He's
Yeah,
on
that's
his
not
eye,
bad.
that
I
bionic is
don't-
called the Eye of
I
Wrath.
don't mind that.
It's
I think
powerful in its
that's-
own right. He's a
There's some really
devastating
cool little
combat
design
leader
language being
as
used
well
there.
as
It's kind of got the
leader of
shield from
warriors.
the Wraith Knight and
Yeah,
stuff
so
like
a
that.
really, I mean, a phenomenal miniature, right? Like it looks really cool. It's
Interestingly,
definitely,
he's not yellow.
A great glow up, but it's still very recognisably the Prince Uriel that we know
Absolutely.
and love. In
No, well, I
game
imagine he
terms,
would have got rid of
makes
his.
a
He was
phenomenal
exiled
either
from the
leader
Andon,
for
wasn't
a
he?
Corsair army, or you can put him into a standard Craft
Probably.
World Force, and he has
Too
a very
cool.
useful ability.
Yeah,
to
too cool for
redeploy some of your
school.
units before the game starts, and he also has some boosts to whatever unit he's joined. So just a really good.
Yeah,
all-round
that's not
leader.
bad.
And
I think these
combat
Corsairs
style
are pretty good,
punches,
actually.
Up with
Yeah.
some of the best of
Yeah.
the Eldar heroes. He's got a really nice damage 3 weapon, which is the sweet spot for killing a
Some
lot
nice
of the,
bits going
the
on with
best
them.
units in Warhammer 40,000 these days. So he can rough and tumble with the best of them, really.
And he's got 2 banners, and banners are the best. And he's
But that's
got
how
2
you
of them.
know he's good, right?
Yeah,
So
right.
it comes with 2 banners.
So,
Banners
obviously,
are
the other thing
peak.
that you might have seen in that video and in the army shot that we saw was this. This is the Starfang. It is an Eldari unit which is designed to go alongside.
looks
the
like their
Corsair
version of a
raiders
Star
in the
Reaver
fight.
that
It's
Harlequins
pretty good
use.
in its own
Or
right, and you can
Viper,
talk
because
through
it's
it.
got a pilot in the
Absolutely can.
back,
So
hasn't
this
it?
is a really useful little
So
utility
does the Star
unit.
Reaver,
So
two
first
man.
and foremost, it has a fairly respectable amount of firepower. Its firepower
Well,
is geared to killing
depends.
heavy.
I don't
infantry
mind
level
it.
stuff.
I think my
So,
stupid autistic brain
83,
preferred it when I thought that
strength
both
6 cube
cannons
damage
were
stuff, so
long
it's a space
and one
marine
wasn't just a
killer in terms of
targeter.
damage output. There's a
Now I'm
disintegrator
slightly
cannon,
upset by it,
obviously, on
but it's not
offensive
bad.
Like a
but
forge
one of
roll
the other
hornet.
things it does
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
really
exactly, yeah.
useful is it can make one of your infantry units have stealth. So its
Yeah.
grenade
Yeah,
launchers
that-
can basically like
a
cover
light
the,
skimmer with 2
one
pulse
of your infantry
lasers.
units in,
Still, it does nice.
fun.
covering
Yeah.
them
Yeah.
effectively. It makes them harder to hit.
Skywatcher
Really
Adept is
useful
not a fan of
because,
Uriel.
a lot
I
of
think he's
your
alright.
units are quite fragile.
Nice.
He's
One of the things
amazing,
that's really
but-
exciting about this is it is a twofer kit, as we sometimes call them. Essentially,
there you go.
the kit that's in the box, and eventually it will be available separately.
There's the new Viper.
Also makes the Viper, which I believe is actually the name of the
Oh,
box.
okay, I
Remember,
like that.
this
I like
is
that a lot.
A classic
I like that as well.
Eldari,
It's kind of like a mashup
vehicle,
of the
which
old
has been around for
Viper and
30
like a
years or
Falcon.
more.
It's got like a
Oh,
Falcon
yeah,
turret on it
yeah,
now.
yeah,
Oh, that's
definitely.
fucking sexy,
yeah, this
guys.
is classic light
What do we
attack.
think on the new
It's got
Viper?
crew, it's got that turret on the back, and it's got a range of weapons available to it, right?
Oh,
Yeah, so
that
this
is.
is the updated Viper. It will be recognisable to anybody. Who's
That's
a
really
Viper in the
nice.
army. It still retains
actually
a lot
really
of the key
nice.
features that you'll recognise, but some of the weapon options
Have you
are a
been
little
at
more
the
flexible
source?
than they used to be.
You
it
know
still
what?
has
I've
the
got a
option
beer
of
right
a
here.
Cannon. You can have a
I
star
ran out.
cannon on there. You can have a bright lance. Underneath
Beer
the
commencing.
Viper, you also have the option now to put an Eldar missile.
Raising
launcher.
one
no,
to
what's
your
That
to
gives
your
you
mum,
potential
Peter.
to make it
What's
quite a good
What's that pilot
anti-tank unit.
haircut?
You can put 2
What
of
the
these
fuck
in the
was
unit.
that?
So
I
imagine 2
saw
bright
it.
lances, 2 Eldar
Is it the
missiles,
haircut?
it becomes quite formidable.
It is the
Or
haircut.
you can get it out for pretty good anti-infantry
my
with
chemical
shuriken
haircut.
cannons and star cannons and that sort of thing.
Yeah, so here we've
I
got
do
a
like
really
that
good look at
Viper.
it, in person on the desk. It is a fantastic looking kit. It's got that classic silhouette that you expect. If you build it the right way, the turret has some play, so you can maneuver a little. This is an heavy metal painted one, and I don't want to
We're
get
not
in
allowed to
trouble.
touch it,
So I'm
really.
Break
gonna
it!
struggle with
Break it on
really
stream! Go
gently.
on!
And then I guess the major difference is the sort of positioning of the turrets and the way they.
I want
work.
Tony
It's
Cottrell
a
back.
really
Come on, Tony, come back and tell us how women are all.
based on a very classic design.
Manipulative and evil.
Yeah, I mean the current Viper model is lovely, but it's definitely showing its age a little bit around the edges.
Yeah, I don't like the
Christmas and
haircuts at
detail
all.
on this, some of the posability, the weapons, and that sort of thing. The engines now.
Oh,
match
dude,
some
I actually
of the
really like that
jetpack engines,
Viper.
so
Yeah.
it fits really neatly and nicely into.
Look
an
at the
Eldar
haircut.
Inside the cockpit's detailed, so you can paint that and then seal.
Kevin
it.
is like, no, you're crazy. He hates the new Viper. I really like it,
And
man.
You've got options for the
man.
the crew.
Unlucky Kevin.
This one with the Starfang has sort of crew that look.
I think he said that there's a bit of
Very,
play on the turret. I don't know if it turns.
On the Viper, but you can mix
Yeah,
and
I think you
match
can
and
just
really
position it slightly differently.
Really exciting.
Yeah.
Where do you learn
Well, that's
about
what we did
all of
turn.
these?
Yeah, I'd say it's a pretty good update on
exciting
the Viper, man.
Corsairs, both the Red Corsairs and
Brings
the
it in
Elder
line
Raiders
with the other
as well.
skimmers a bit
Of
more.
course, we need a book for that. And here we go. This is the
4
succinctly
books,
named
50
Warhammer
quid.
40,000, The Maelstrom, Lair of the Tyrant, into the Nightmare Realm. If you
Hey, dude, you have missed.
this is a very similar
You've
idea.
missed
So
some
it's,
pretty
4
dodgy-looking
books contained in a slipcase that detail
Red Corsairs,
events that we've talked
some
about,
half decent-ish
character
Red
doing,
Corsairs.
and some
Huron
brilliant-
now has
really
2
exciting ways
ladies
to
in
play
his
the
retinue, just so you know.
Yeah, so there's quite a lot to go.
One of
by,
them is a
just
dog
like the
soldier,
Viper
and the other
Build
one
Book
is
that's
like
been
a
released.
lady.
There's
It
loads
looks like
of
it's been
stuff in
sculpted by a
there.
child
Lair
out
of
of
the Tyrant
cheese.
is your
That's
lore
just good,
book,
and I'll
so
have you know. He
this
sculpted
dives
the original
into
Falcon
the
out of a block of
history and
MDF.
environments and all the
Shocking.
locations
Really?
within the Maelstrom
Yeah, he
in
did,
a
yeah.
level of detail that we've never seen before. We find
That's
out
one of my
about the
favourite
key
tanks. That's why
planets
I've
within
started
that
collecting
region,
Eldar.
the bits that
No, the
Kieran
original
can
Falcon
control,
mock-up
the
was
various
done
different
out of a-
battles that are ongoing.
a chunk of
It's
wood.
definitely not a unified empire.
Oh, wait,
right? There are
wait.
Lots of
The
factions
original
all
one, not
playing
the
for
current
their
design?
part and trying to
The
carve
current
out
design,
local
yeah.
pirate empires within the Maelstrom.
design.
Not
It
the
also
old
tells you all
epic
about
one. God,
the
no.
Red Corsairs and
Jeez.
particularly Huron's bodyguard and his.
Yeah, I mean, the
retinue
Forge World
following
Eldar stuff
and
was so
Uriel
good.
And his
So good.
Yeah, well,
Corsairs as they battle against the Red Corsairs.
Hello, Rational Ginger? Yeah, Huron sucks.
Does a slightly different thing, for example.
Wow,
which
some guy in the
Champions
chat
is
just
quite
spent
exciting
500
because
volts,
it
not
is,
even started already dead.
encourages
I'm
you
like,
to create your own heroes.
Sucks to be that guy.
Space Marines need female Wranglers. You're absolutely right, they do. They need people to tell them that they're wrong all the time. I just, I mean, I just like,
Cooler than me because he's a Dark Angels company master normally.
it's a sneaky way of getting ladies into a Space
sort of,
Marine, into a Space Marine army, I guess. It's like, we can't make Space Marine females yet,
which is great.
soon.
Lair of the Tyrant detachments.
So we're going to put
as you might
ladies in
have
your
guessed,
Space Marine
have some
retinues instead,
detachments in.
because they've done it with
So one
Titus,
of the
haven't they?
things
And
that's
I
worth
don't know, I
saying
mean,
about this
it is
book
what it is.
Much like will happen
legit.
with the 500 Worlds Titus book, all of the rules that are for match play will also be made available.
I've got to say, man, I do actually like.
You can also find them in print in Lair of the Tyrants, and there's some new detachments.
I do
for,
like the Viper.
Chaos
Yeah,
Space
I've got to
Marines,
say.
as you'd imagine, and for Eldar.
Yeah,
So
Titus has got a
one
couple
those
of
detachments
couple
allows you, for
ladies in there,
example, to
haven't
make
they?
a very
what
heavily
is
Corsair-themed Eldari force.
Perfect.
I told you, yeah, that's one of Huron's lads. It's based on the Executioner. Fucking awful.
Wow.
Really exciting.
It's terrible.
Right. So, this is not the only stuff that we've got to talk about with regards to the Maelstrom. We also have some new battalions.
Oh, of
There's two
course.
these. The first one is the Drukari Battalion.
Oh, that's a lot better than the one they've got at the
Full of,
moment. A
let's be
lot
honest,
better.
Raiders. Who are
They
looking
love
to
piracy.
definitely been on the source.
They were kind of the original Eldar pirates, the Drukari here, and this is a very heavily witch-themed box. So if you're looking to start,
Because the one at the moment, the Combat Patrol at the moment is shite. So it looks like what they're doing is they're making, and yes, 8 books, DMK. It looks like they're making shit combat patrols.
So loads of that.
Yeah, it's going to be Bastodius Day, I almost guarantee it. I almost guarantee it's going to be Bastodies for the heresy. But what they're doing, by the looks of things, just to this Grognard, is they've made all the combat patrols worse, and then they're doing these limited edition nice combat patrols with good shit in them that are limited edition that will sell out through Foman.
Ideal for exploring the
limited
Maelstrom
runs.
and,
Yep, all limited runs, mate.
Leagues of Votan forces if
Yeah,
you want to.
and kind of a nod as well that a lot of the lore in this Maelstrom book is relevant to a big chunk of Warhammer 40,000. Like
Yeah,
there are
absolutely.
loads of people within the Maelstrom all trying to carve out little mini empires. There's orc freebooters.
I think you'll find, Kevin, that Jez is probably still doing the concepts, and then somebody else is going over his concepts and doing the
those
digital
that will
sculpts.
claim it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, fantastic.
Because he's
So,
still there. He's not retired
we
just yet,
have been
but he will
keeping
within the
an eye
next
on
couple of
questions, and
years.
I've got some that I will just quickly fire out here. So,
Yeah, they should have done
Simon
with Sister
Hale,
Stuff of Sisters of
asks,
Silence.
Will Huron and his mates be available separately later?
And yeah, man,
Or
I
will we
bought an
condemn
entire
the
Dark
character
Eldar
box?
army off the basis of that box set,
Huron is
2011.
in the character box in the same way that Titus
Some of
is.
them are
So
looking
there's
quite
two
old
big
now. I
boxes
think the
now,
Cabalites could
for
really
the Red
do
Corsairs. One of
be
them is
done.
the Red Corsairs army,
And the
which
Witches
is
as well,
recaptain
probably.
leading,
But
a force
careful
of
what you
Red
ask for,
Corsairs,
because
and
you'll
the
probably
other
get
one is
5 for
Huron
30
and
quid.
Bodyguard. Everything in the big battalion box will be available separately, but I think for the moment Huron's staying with his retinue.
Yeah, absolutely. The next one is, can Huron's retinue join another unit? I think it's a unit in its
think
own
so.
right and
It's a great
operates
question.
independently.
I was just saying, Matt, it doesn't matter how much they
I don't think so.
price stuff up. That
And then,
Titus
the
box
question,
set
I think
sold
regarding
out
the Viper
like
from,
in minutes,
Doc,
even though it's
1420
57 quid.
Is,
And
if
I
the
was
turret
just
is
saying, it's like,
changeable, I think
it's because
if you
it's
built it carefully, you might be able
because
to change
GW
the
character
weapons,
prices are
but I
so
think
expensive
once
now,
you
it kind of
built the
still
turret,
feels like a
actually
good deal.
lost.
Do you know
So
what I
I
mean?
haven't built it, so I
Yeah,
don't
just
know
because
for
of that.
sure.
Just
We
because
can
of that,
certainly
yeah,
have
it's
a go.
crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. Keep your questions coming in. We'll try and answer some as we go through. One last one from Afexipe.
So it'll be Heresy next or Age of Sigmar, do we
And your
reckon?
question is, which factions can be played in the
I've actually no
Maelstrom
idea
campaign?
what they're
Absolutely
previewing
loads
at all.
of them. There's an enormous list which I won't go through, but it
40k,
includes
Age of
things like
Sigmar,
Blood Dark Angel, Space Wolves, Orcs, Freebooters would be great. in
Horus
there.
Heresy
Loads of
and
things.
Blood Bowl.
The
That was
idea
right,
is that you can
guys?
get involved
I
and have
think.
good fun.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you want to explore the Maelstrom and this terribly violent, chaotic
If you want to check out something old, look at that. Up
I'm
there
quite sure that we will list the factions
is
that you can
my
use on
signed
Yeah, absolutely.
John Blanche
I think it's
Inquisitor
almost
print
everything in one
from
book.
Yeah, I would be
Skulls.
surprised if we've left somebody out, to be honest.
Nice.
Perfect. Thank
Collected
you very
enough
much.
skulls.
We should.
It was like, what,
Press on.
97,
There is a little
98?
bit more Warhammer 40,000 later on as well.
Yeah, that's fair to
Oh,
say.
yeah,
We are about to go.
I did
talk about
years.
More Warhammer 40,000 later, but let's go. To
More
the
Warhammer
next
40,000 later. Now that could be interesting.
My lord, Nagash,
More undead.
solve all of our problems by increasing.
Oh, they're referring back to the Sigmar thing of the chambers. Goofy undead, no thanks. I'm out.
You know what? Compared to the original lot, I don't mind these new ones.
Really? Oh, it
Yeah.
looks so cartoony, dude.
Say what's in it.
Yeah, I don't like. I'll say, guys, I don't like any of the Ossiarch Bone Reapers. Like none of it. None of it. I might have to check out the lore then, Skywatcher, because I do like a good bit of lore.
The armies of the
Yeah,
Bone
Jez is
Side
great to
seem
talk with.
much
Talked to
desired
Jez a few
reinforcements
times.
with
I've got a
huge
signed
glut of models for the
version
Ossiarch
of his
Bone
Gothic
Reapers.
and the Eldritch box set.
Eddie, let's talk about what we saw, I guess.
Yeah, so this
Surprisingly
is
deep
a
voice for such
fairly
a thin man.
large
He
drop
really
from
has,
the
hasn't he?
The Ossiarch Bone Reapers. A lot of these units fill a really nice niche in the army that players have been looking forward to for a long time. If we start with the Mortex Triaxes, we saw a
God, where did I get
Ossiarch
these
with a bow,
names?
quite a while back actually in a Warhammer Underworld.
Matt,
format.
you can't like those. I mean, you can
Absolutely.
like
And,
what the fuck you
I
want,
think
but they're
way
terrible.
Back then, people were speculating. Of course,
Why
Nagash
does
didn't
Age?
make
It looks like
one
some
bow,
World
right?
of
That would be a really
Warcraft shit,
strange
so I
thing
don't
to
like the
have
World of
done. He
Warcraft.
did,
It's
in fact,
offensive,
make loads of bows, and he's given it to his phalanxes, and now you can have entire units of bowmen in your Ossiarch Bone Reapers army, and that does some really fun stuff for you in terms of how you might approach building an army. You can now make a very shooty death army, which has never really been an option before. You can imagine loads of these backed up by your Mortek crawlers and things.
Yeah.
You can absolutely
I
dominate the
don't
shooting
get
phase.
it, guys.
They've got some really
I just don't.
tasty rules in game. They've got
It's a little
very
thing.
flexible
I think the
damage
thing I
output,
like about
2
it was the
shots
fact
each
they've only
with a
got
point of
one
rend
eye.
in there. And one of the things to watch
Just
on these
makes me
is
chuckle.
those little braziers that follow the
And I'm
unit
like,
around.
surely
Yeah,
you
these
need
are my
two
favourite
eyes
guys in the
for
kit, really.
shooting
I
a
like
bow.
the familiars
For
and stuff.
depth
And these are
perception.
balefire braziers you see in the bottom left of your screen right now. They're essentially tokens. What happens is if you fire the whole unit at one enemy,
oh, no,
once you're
man.
done, you
I just look at, like,
balefire braziers on
the,
that unit. And that has a few effects.
God,
The
what are they
most
called? Soulblight
significant from my
Grave
point of
Lords.
view,
And I look at those skeletons
is
and I'm just
that,
like,
that
yes.
unit, while it's got
And
that
then I
token
look
on,
at this
can't
and I go,
heal, wounds
no.
or get models back.
Basically.
And so instead you take that token off.
There's a bird there
I
made of
realised
bones
that
and it's got
Stormcasters
feathers.
Yeah, that was cool.
Like repairing damage to my
Sake.
unit, and so it's quite damning. In addition to it, looking fantastic with those shrieking faces in the flames.
Yeah, the models are very cool as well. I like the kind of one eye look that they've got as well. So obviously Nagash
Got like
forges.
a bonus eye in their forehead.
Yeah, well, but it's maybe not quite where you'd expect it to be. Maybe it's like right at the top of where you'd hold an arrow. I don't know if it makes you better at shooting an arrow.
Do they
but
even see?
Was this
through
just
fire?
got- this is them trying to fit in with the
but anyway, they're
pirate
quite good
thing.
at shooting. You'll definitely see.
It's like,
some
these
of
are
the
pirates
armies do
too.
Some very fun stuff with your.
Yeah.
These
I,
Mortis
I,
Reapers are
I
Next
can't
up is
stand
another
it. I think
unit,
these are
of the army.
awful,
These are
awful.
Warhammer
Yeah,
Reapers.
exactly, Kevin. When do we
They
get
are
the
dread
adult
assassins
models?
from the realm of death, and they use their
When I
reaper
talk about
blades
heresy.
to butcher the enemy, specifically enemy heroes.
Oh,
Yes, so this
wow,
is a
no.
very useful unit for taking on enemy heroes and kind of those little isolated useful units like wizards
no,
and
different smoke.
priests and stuff like that. They've got two things that help them out with that. They've got anti-hero on all of their weapons. They also have the ability to effectively teleport through pieces of terrain, so you can move.
It's just-
towards
it
the
doesn't-
terrain
it
feature,
doesn't make
you can pick the
sense
unit up
for
and
an
you can redeploy
undead
it on the other side of
army
that terrain feature, so you can
that
catch out enemies that are trying
is-
to hide behind.
I mean,
cover.
obviously
Well,
it's
a
all
paper
made out
right?
of
You know,
bone and
parts
stuff
behind
and
the
controlled by
feature, you can
Nagash or
burst out
whatever.
The other side. That's quite nasty.
To quite frankly, have this much
fantastic in a sense.
personality.
It's a very different look and feel to what we expect from the Ossiarch Bone Reapers, who are normally quite regimented. And
I mean, don't get me wrong, I can probably turn them into
They're
something that
used
looks
to
quite
kind of frowned
nice,
upon
but
within, some of the Ossiarch circles, isn't it? Some of the,
Yeah, it's not quite the way it should be done.
It doesn't
I
seem
like
it's
those guys
fair.
with their
Like,
Jem'Hadar
they are all
skull
about
heads.
rules, aren't they?
But their boss makes the calls.
oh, don't talk about Jem'Hadar. You'll get me back and staff at the
So,
academy. I've got to review that
Kalina,
tomorrow.
These
Oh,
new,
what?
infantry
Well, I
models
think you're
into
gonna need more
combat.
beer
We
for
have
that.
a new hero. This is a Liege Mortex.
I need
a
to crack.
good, solid
I need to crack
battle-line,
open the
leader
scotch,
to
single
attack
malt.
troops. He has some
Well, I say
key
crack
traits.
open,
He's
it's
got
already really be well cracked open.
Yeah, so I mean, first and foremost, he is
What else
useful to have
for
an infantry
celebrating
hero. You can
things,
use
not
him to
commiserating?
wander around with your
No,
infantry
no,
phalanxes. He has a particularly cool little ability, which
Get the
is
shit
that,
scotch.
if he is in combat with an enemy unit and you activate him to fight, another unit nearby can fight or shoot
no, I don't like
into
them.
the
I'm
same
sorry.
combat, and they get
I don't like the
+1
leech
to their
guy.
hit rolls if they do. That stacks
Yeah, I don't
really
like him
nicely
either.
with that new archer unit, because effectively
I said,
you
getting
charge
all
in
getting all
this guy
proper
and
grumpy
then you back him up
grognardy
with a
now.
rain of
It's the
arrows,
bollocks. Bring on the
stabs into
heresy.
the enemy forces, so it's
A
quite
good bit
kind of
wore off.
thematic look. He also stacks really nicely with your phalanxes of spearmen and.
I mean, each to their own kind of thing, but I mean, that's too very. It's not
If you're going
not
from
brain
one
cells.
garden council and crawlers,
There's two very big
category,
misses for me
keep
now
everything
with
offering
that.
a
With the
maximum
was it Dark Elf, not Dark Elf,
bonus
Kaz
on
Dwarf
the
dudes,
hit rolls is really going to be great.
because they
Speaking
were
of heroes,
awful.
we also
And
saw
now
Liege
we've got
Cavalos
this,
on War
and this is
Chariot.
pretty awful.
I
And
feel like this is
I don't hate
something
everything that
Nagash dreamed and recalled from a world that was, you know,
Age of Sigmar
Legion
does.
and
I
the
don't.
Hexar with
Some
the,
of it's
you know,
quite
building
nice. I
up
think
the chariots
actually
and
over the last few years,
you see
a
a
few of the
nightmare
models have been
vision
smashed
brought
out of
to
the park. I thought
mortal
the new
realms. Amazing.
lizard men or whatever the hell they're calling them these days was amazing.
Idea of an ideal army.
Saffron?
So,
These,
obviously
yeah,
twisted
Saffron is it.
through
But these are
the,
awful.
The filter of the god of death. But these are very
No,
powerful
I'm not
units in
feeling
the
that
game.
chariot even.
There's two
Nope.
versions of this kit. There's one that you can make into a hero chariot, and there's also a kind of
Perverted
standard
fantasy.
chariot. The hero chariot
Not perverted
is
enough,
a
am I
really,
right?
really durable unit. They both are, but the hero one has 12 wounds.
This is very confusing.
That's a lot
I'm
of
looking
Real
at
save and a war
our
save,
stream
so
and YouTube on
even
my
without-
other
There's
screen.
a
You
fair
in the
there's a
corner.
fair distance behind it to be
It's
fair.
'cause you're in a
really
corner
hard
and it's
to
all
kill
out
and
of-
get rid of. But he
delayed compared
stacks
to the
really
main feed. I'm
nicely
like,
if
oh.
you
And
send
also a
him
lot more than
alongside
usual.
chariots,
I've got to say, I
because
do
of the
apologise,
abilities that
guys,
let
and
them
thank
kind
you
of
for sticking with us and
grind
everything.
into
But
the enemy unit
yeah,
even
a
after
lot
they've
more than
charged in and
usual,
done all their
which
kind
kinda
of damage and
sucks.
impact hits and stuff.
Well,
You can
we're not
keep
the boss
just
of
doing
YouTube, I'm afraid.
stacks and stacks
Yeah,
of
exactly.
mortal wounds into enemy units.
Yeah, the idea here, I think.
I can't even see your
will
face in
generally be
Discord.
Hammer and anvil
It's probably
strike,
for the
right?
best.
You use your
I imagine so.
undying.
It's on,
beam
I don't think
on
I'm
the anvil and then just smash
streaming the
away
camera
with
on
the
Discord,
hammer
just
and
on
anvil.
OBS.
I think all this stuff.
The
comes
ghost from
up for
Scooby Doo looked more menacing than any of this.
Options,
Yes.
Because I think there's been a couple of ways to play Archeops for a little while now, but now you've got opened up a whole swathe of new things. Right?
I
So
just
you
don't
can
know what
imagine,
they're going for here. I
armies
really
that lean
don't.
heavily into chariots and had death riders and stuff accompanying them.
There's some guy in
You
the
can
chat,
imagine
God, I
armies
like
that lean
skeletons.
heavily into
I'm sitting there
shooting,
going, boner,
combined
boner.
arms. Really tasty. So there's loads of stuff that just opens up a new toolbox of stuff for us Arc armies.
Yeah, absolutely. What if you want to do something completely different? Well, we're releasing the Null Myriad Phalanx. This is the personal army of Arkan the Black, and it's an army of renown. So if you want
I
to
don't
take
like it.
Ossiarch Bone Reaper's army with a
It probably
slightly
saves you money,
different
but I don't like it.
essentially, you don't have access to all of the
Sure,
units
I
you would
don't
normally
like
do,
it.
but you get some distinct bonuses. Essentially, Arkan and the wizards that accompany him.
Yeah, the Gloom
get
Spite didn't look too
bonuses to
bad,
make
I
their
thought.
spellcasting more
Yeah, I'll give you
effective
that,
and
because they still
better,
used like
and the whole army
squigs and
gets
stuff
some
like that.
arcane
It kept it
protection
fairly.
to sort of reduce the incoming magic
Yeah.
that would come your way. It's super thematic. Arkan's like one of the top wizards of death, right?
Yeah, he's also been part of Warhammer for
A very
I
long
think
time.
40 plus years at this point. So,
No.
Yeah, they
if you
are
like
Mortarks,
magic and
the
you
big
like
flying
Warhammer, you wanna
things.
just go
Yeah,
all in
I
for
always like
magic.
those.
This
And
is
that's
one of the ways you
Arkan
can
the
do
Black
this is
at the
a
back.
Yeah.
great little box set. to
Yeah,
start
from
with. You can
Fantasy.
also just use this as the start of any Aussie army as
Absolutely.
well. It's a perfectly good start to that too. There's another box set on
There
their
is,
way as well.
So here we have the Heralds of the Bone Tithe, which is a regiment of renown for them.
Yeah, so effectively this means that
14
you can
miniatures.
put,
That'd be £75.
some of your Ossiarch units.
This
into
seems to
any
be their
army
new
deck.
thing, doesn't
So
it?
If you have something like a Soulblight Gravelord's army, or a Nighthaunt army, or a Flesh Eater Court's army, you can send some of Nagash's tax.
Although,
factors
isn't that Regiment
along
of
with your
Renown? Isn't
force
that just
so
the,
that when the battle has finished, they can go around the
Warcry
battlefield
stuff
and
we
gather up
boxed?
the bones of the fallen.
No
There's some
idea.
really nice.
Yeah, I read the
little
Mike Lee
abilities.
Nagash books. They
They've
weren't
got
bad, actually,
a
I've got to
spell
say. I
that
enjoyed
means that
those.
if you cast it
The
onto
old
an enemy
fantasy
unit,
books.
They have to use a
Hopefully
command
it's better than
point
this
if they
Dark
want to
Angels
fight,
work. Jeez.
which is it's really, really good. You've got to get it cast.
Some of
You've
it
got to
was
get it cast.
cool, but
Your opponent will
overall
know
it's
you're
very
trying to do
boring
it.
and quite
But there is a
skippable.
potentially game-winning little move in there.
I say
If you
that
can
as a
stop an
long-term
enemy
Dark
unit from
Angels
fighting
player.
as they've run out of command
True,
points,
true, yeah.
or make them use a valuable command point when they don't want to.
Just to do something they would
Just to
normally
do
do for
and
free,
they
right?
normally do. That's anything that you can force your opponent to have to use.
I mean,
you
this
said
is
up
just
front,
this is just the way they're going by looks of it. They're going to like try and do these little boxes that are like mini. Because the thing is, what got me, yeah,
and here he is.
and you guys will know this as well,
There are only two things in life
is
that
they
can
brought
keep
out that
you
Titus
death
box
and
set,
tax, and this box
57
is
quid,
loads of
and I was like,
speaking of
a start
death,
collecting
this
box
is
used to
the
cost
Death
that 10
Battle
years
Tome
ago.
Ossiarch Bone Reapers. It contains
10
everything
years
you would
ago
expect
being
to find in
being a relative term.
Well, yeah, but even so, like,
and who they are and how they fight.
Like literally
as well as
double
all
the amount of
rules,
models for the
for
same
everything,
money.
that we've talked about. They've got a really interesting new rule available to the army, which is
You know.
relentless discipline. I'll just touch on it very briefly, but there's like a new little widget attached, the profile circle that you get. And the heroes essentially get relentless discipline points, which they can spend. So the Liege Mortek, this little guy here, gets 5, Nagash gets 10, and they can spend those throughout the game to gain some extra abilities. Really exciting. I've not collected any
because it's got like the head of
one. I was sort of deep diving into
Who's that, sorry?
Preview. I got quite excited about the possibilities.
Surprised that old Baldy Adamner's not collected any
you've
Oscar
got every phase, you've got things
Absolutely.
that make you better at fighting.
I mean that in a sort of complimentary way.
And one of the things you want to do when you're putting your army together is go, how many heroes do I want so that I've got the right amount of tools and of these points to spend on my units. So it definitely rewards.
I don't know, man. I just think they look kiddie as fuck. I think it's that simple. I really do just.
If you want to get a sense of the scale,
I'm generally not a fan,
we've got them here.
except for those 2 units that I saw now.
Liege Cavalos alongside.
In fact, it annoys you. It's just a bonus.
He's already a fairly big Ossiarch bone, but he's
I know, mate. Like,
the charity is just this.
55 quid back in the day, and you got like what 40, 50 models.
Quite a lot of
Crazy.
options and bits on them as well. So if you build either of these characters, you've got some
Crazy.
spare bits, and you
absolutely.
can
Just
customize a little bit.
a vague bit of distant revenge for your guinea pig shitting in my drink.
He's never going to let that go.
It's
too funny.
I mean, that's what Nagash is doing, really. He's just getting all the
it's a
bows
coffee
in a big
bean
pile
floating
and
in
building his
my
own thing, right?
What the
You
fuck?
too could be a Lord of Death.
Perfect. Right. That is not it for the Mortal Realms, however. We have another battle tome to show you that is coming out fairly soon.
Okay.
This is the Chaos Battle Tome, Disciples of Tzeentch. And as you might expect, it contains everything you need to know about the followers of the Changer of Ways.
Any new models?
And all of his armies that are at his disposal. And it's not just a book that's coming out.
Not bad.
We are also accompanying it with a new miniature, which is the...
Okay, so they're going the 40k route where one army is going to get a full range release, the other army is going to get one model.
Wizard, because almost everybody
get like a bone tossed.
Yeah, a bone tossed.
Primarily, they are leading things like your Kyrek Acolytes and things like that.
All right, I guess.
Because this is Tzeentch in general, they don't really play fair. So a lot
I'm not
of
sure
the
it's worth the money they're gonna ask for it. I've seen a lot worse. That's all right.
More about deceiving
It's only going to be 60 quid.
And yes, the cover art's still not good. I miss the old days, man. I miss the old days. Jeff Taylor, Dave Gallagher.
They're actually on the flank.
I even didn't mind Raymond Swanland stuff, to be honest.
A great little unit.
Some of them are fucking great.
Yeah, a little bit digital looking, but really nice.
Yeah.
But
Dark Angels and Tau were great.
The strategic positioning
Eldar too, actually.
your army that makes them really pop in your games.
That's a nice bit of terrain.
Absolutely. And there's a new terrain piece for these, which is just fantastic. This is the thing I'm most excited about for the Disciples of Tzeentch.
I'm not sure what they're supposed to do, but they look cool.
Fantastic embodiment of like the weirdness of Tzeentch, right? When you look at these and sort of the magic swirling around them.
It's so weird.
There's a story being told by this model, which is borne out by the rules and the lore. Essentially, you see the one on the left on the screen sort of being torn apart.
Yes.
These drift around the battlefield. They're really useful. We'll talk more about
when
that in a
GW
moment.
do this like
destroyed,
energy
if you don't
swirling
use the
thing,
other
it
one
just
will
kind of looks the
split
same as when they do
and
hair.
And so,
and it just looks a bit shit.
That's really part of its
Yeah, the Corsair box is
right?
Corsair box isn't bad.
Two abilities.
I really like the new Viper. Kevin doesn't. Kevin hates the new Viper. He's all crazy for liking it, but I actually quite like the new Viper. I need to see more pictures.
You can reposition them as well.
Unlucky
the reason you might want to reposition them is that your wizards can use them to channel their magic.
Yeah, I thought the Corsairs were a lot better than the red Corsairs.
Wizard, and you've probably got loads of Tzeentchian wizards if you've got a Tzeentch
a lot better than the old Forge World Corsairs as well.
I agree.
It's a shame that there's no Wasp or Hornet.
And if you're playing against them, you can't get rid of them unless you kill both of them.
What's the other one? Shadow Spectres? Was that the other?
Here, so you get a sense of the scale.
Yeah, I love them.
Again, this is
one of my favourite
a
aspects.
cool.
large infantry model. That's like
Oh, they're quite large. Those terrain pieces.
So they're fairly big
Damn.
terrain, and they go back to that kind of classic Tzeentchian idea of the Silver Towers of Tzeentch, which has been part of their lore for kind of time immemorial. This is a little nod to that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I quite like that. You said if one gets destroyed, the other one splits into two and forms a new one.
Oh yeah, we were
That's
talking
what the left one's doing.
Oh, okay. It's like a mitosis type thing. Is it mitosis?
Building some scenery or something.
I can't see any toes, but
having
maybe.
these mixed in amongst them to make your battlefield look as Tzeentchian as possible.
Yeah, absolutely. And that is not it in terms of battle tomes forthcoming.
Bloody hell.
There is another one almost equally magical as well. These are, of course, the Order Battle Tome for the
Are we going to see
Realm
3
Lords.
books for Heresy?
Again,
unlikely.
Everything you'd expect from a battle tome.
I've seen Moscatari stuff. I know you like them.
With fantastic new lore and all of the rules and things you will need to.
I saw the
Lumineth Realm Lords.
I saw the
quite exciting. Eddie and I were talking.
Community
with the team
painted
from Warhammer Studio all about
Scutari,
that.
whatever the hell they're called.
And,
Still didn't
we
like
don't
them.
possibly have time to go
I
into
didn't
all
bother
those
looking.
details here today, but we'll be covering it as we get closer.
Apparently, you can move the
There's also a new model for them.
the guns about
Lumineth
on that,
Warlords
so you can have it shooting
been really
backwards or
well served
forwards.
with, Battlefield Wizards, but maybe not as many sort of.
Not sure
frontline
about that
fighting
Lord
heroes.
Regent.
So this is a Venari Lord Regent.
Yeah, so the Lord Regent.
There's
effectively
something a bit more
leads your
fantasy about it
infantry
than there is about most Age of
battle,
Sigmar
and
models.
They are a very
I
competent
don't like
fighter,
Lumineth
an
anyway, so-
elven lord,
Yeah, I
he's
kind of think
got
it's
a very
stupid, but
respectable combat
that's
step
not-
line, But the real thing they bring to the battle are two
I mean, apart
special
from the fact his
rules in
hair's
terms of
going
your
a different
game.
direction
One of
to the
them
bloody
means that
banners,
nearby
but
Lumineth units,
yeah.
when they rally, because they are a shining example
Yeah,
to their people, you get to roll
I don't
extra
know, I
dice.
think
into
it
that,
needs
which is
more
really
cowl and
useful if
maybe
you
a
bring back
mountain.
your models.
Volcano
Actually, they've got so many points for
3493.
Lumineth, so every
All of the
elf
reveals
that
so far
joins
could have been
your
printed in
forces,
white
very
dwarf.
worthwhile.
So why is a
The other
stream
thing they do,
necessary?
if you put
Well,
them
I mean,
alongside
one, I don't want to buy
the
white
Warden,
dwarf.
which are usually kind of
Two,
spear
hype.
tanks,
Just hype.
they
And yes, the
can,
Cow Mountains
basically have the
suck.
fact advance
Yeah, hype,
into
hype,
enemy
dude.
units and
It's
cause
as simple as
a whole
that.
bunch of mortal wounds. So your
Build
big,
hype,
scary block of
you
steel
got
becomes even scarier.
Right.
Valrak
Yeah,
screaming
that's
God
right.
Emperor every 2
So your
seconds,
spearmen
you know,
can
that
only
kind
do
of
mortal
stuff.
wounds when they fight. They can also just do it.
And it's as simple
funny.
as this is part of the hype train.
Pushing forward into the enemy force.
And also, it's to
You've
support
seen on
the
screen now that the kit has some variants. You can build it in a
the,
couple of ways, or mix and match between. Maybe get some
competitive
spares.
scene.
We've got them actually on the desk in front of us. If you
So
have a
you'll
look.
notice that they always do one of
the
these
thing that I liked about
reveals
the sort of the
when there's some
difference in,
competitive scenes
is
going on, because they
you can
want
see sort of
Warhammer
the
to be an
aura on
esport.
his back, and
They want to be able to
he's got this
sort of
double
sell the
banner.
rights to stream or
Back banners
watch
definitely in this
Warhammer
season.
being played.
Yeah, banners.
I would love
back
that to
it
fail,
seems.
just so we get our old casual game back.
So there we go. Again, just a great hero for your Lumineth Ramlords. We've got some questions they've been flooding in through the chat.
Do
And
my best.
actually, the first
Yeah, I
question
kinda
really
don't
hits my
hate
heart. It says,
him.
from Prime Chatmandu, it says,
I'm
"Do
definitely
you ever
not-
get nervous when you're
He's only
touching
doing his
Epic
job.
miniatures? Let me tell you, I am terrified every time I touch Epic miniatures.
When they hand them over, they sort of scowl.
Yeah, well,
so we're not really allowed to.
Each of these represents like dozens, if not hundreds, of hours of work, right, by the best painters in the
Many,
world.
many, many layers.
The first ever battle report I played years and years ago,
I mean,
dropped the hell cannon.
it's
and
quite an
I've
obvious thing,
always
really.
been
Like,
nervous
if
about
you're
it ever since.
handling a really well-painted
Next
miniature,
question
just
is,
touch the base.
Can
That's
I
it.
use,
Just touch the
talking
base
about the
and that's it.
Vortec, this is from Priminus Lamp. Can I use this?
I don't know, you're
as a
talking about somebody who's
proxy
partially
for
responsible for the
executions,
destruction of a
and I think you need to do
£400
quite a
metal
lot of
Thunderhawk,
conversion
so
work to do that.
Yeah, I know.
Look, was
Well,
painted.
anyway,
Heavy,
doing
yeah.
kit batching is half the fun.
They
of
are
the hobby, right?
fucking
I'm
hate
doing
it.
all the
It's
records
so
for
heavy,
I'm
dude.
stealing the heads for my
It's a
army.
metal
So,
Thunderhawk. It's
It's a
gonna
metal
hurt.
Thunderhawk. It's
amazing.
like a good
And
few
then,
kilos.
Always good for a fun question is from Fossil Fracas: if the new Chariot and the Sunstealer Wheeler got into a race, who would
Come
have
on,
those?
get on with it.
Well, I would argue that the
I know,
offside
like-
Back to
is
normal now.
already
Get
there.
on with it.
Monty
So
Python
it's
style.
already
Get on with
Yeah,
it!
Probably. But,
Yeah, whole crowd of
there
dudes,
is-
get on.
He's never going to outlast the dead, is he?
No, probably not.
Perfect. Look, that was.
Yeah, I do agree,
that's
Kev. I
fun.
don't-
Thank
I
you
don't
for,
get this whole
keeping your questions coming in.
Presentation thing. They could
We're
just
going
put
to
up
go now
the
from the
pictures and
mortal
some
realm
videos and
to
stuff.
a very unusual place, which is the Gridiron, as we keep the theme of elves.
Okay, let's
and
see
we
what they've
go
got for
to
the
Blood
third
Bowl.
edition.
So,
Blood Bowl!
time for us to talk a little bit about the latest Blood Bowl team to approach the Gridiron. These are the Calidor Dragons, and I got some things to
They're
say.
not my bag, but I kinda like
this
them.
is a classic Blood Bowl team, which has been like around for a very long time, and now
No, I don't think they're
redone
good
and
at all.
updated in plastic
It's
for
very
the
Blood Bowl.
modern era. Season 3 of Blood Bowl launched just recently, and I'm really excited for these. I think this is
That's
might
a
be
miss
the
for me,
last
that one, I'm
classic
afraid.
teams that we're waiting to
Could
see.
be right. Could be
And I normally like the
Anyway,
Blood Bowl
if
teams
you
a
know the Calidor
lot,
Dragons, you might know what to expect, but they have 4 positionals.
but I'm
and
not
each of
really
them,
feeling
fills a
those,
very
I'm
specific
sorry.
role within the Blood Bowl game. So the first up is the Dragon Princes. So they are essentially the show stealers of the
What do you think,
the
guys?
Gridiron for the Calidor Dragons.
I normally love Blood
incredibly
Bowl,
skilled
but
players. They've got fantastic stat
How many
line.
people have we got in the
They
chat
have,
anyway?
Great rules.
I've got
as
like
well.
20 people
So
watching, dude.
positions
This
to
is,
block, which
you
you'd
know.
expect, because these guys
Really?
kind of
Yeah,
feel a
it
little
could
bit,
almost
uh,
be
They
insane.
also have steady footing,
Did
6+
you
and you don't get knocked
make
down.
any
so you can
suspicious
use that
promises
against,
or anything?
any
I
of the,
did say that you'd
circumstances
show your
that,
feet
might
later.
come up. They also
Oh, I've got my big
are
fluffy socks
penalised
on.
by the rules, which means my ball means they can never give the ball away no matter what.
Don't like sharing.
So the trick with this is to burst
I mean, the
through
thing with that is,
enemy,
look at it.
pitch,
It's
get down the field and then get the ball to this guy.
so
He doesn't have
obviously
to do that,
exactly
he's
the
going to
same
attack
model,
instead.
just
Next up,
one of the
we
hands
have
is
the White
slightly different
Lions.
position.
Well, yeah, because the
High
Blood
Elf
Bowl
team
teams
is
are
a
two
little
of the same
bit
sprue, innit?
different.
Yeah.
It doesn't really have the
Same as their
capture,
Commander game.
I'm just saying you could just hide it a bit
Instead,
more.
You've got the White Lions, which are another blitz blitzer almost. They don't have block, but they do have wrestle, which is a very good skill to make sure that you don't get stuck with a turnover if attack.
Dragon Princess looks different than a corpse. Correct.
lying down.
Yeah, they
Oh,
do.
oh my word. The claw is not just symbolic. They have the claw's special rule. And what that means is that they never need more than an 8+ to bust
I mean,
the armor when you're making the armor roll.
I really like a lot of the Blood Bowl
Beautifully,
stuff. Yeah, I
like,
think
hit
some of the
somebody.
new Blood Bowl stuff's amazing. I've got loads of
really
teams.
useful. The third have
I
been
spent
sort
most of
field
last year
positionals,
painting Blood Bowl
the
teams.
Phoenix Warriors.
These look
Phoenix
more
Warrior
like board
really
game
kills a lot of
models.
thrower, and this is one of the best throwers on the Blood Bowl.
Bowl does have a board.
Like of any team.
Yeah, I know, but
Fantastic stat line.
Citadel don't make board game
medium.
models.
So they have those throwing skills that you would expect. Also, they have Cloud Burst, which is so good. Essentially, Cloud Burst gives you a real advantage in that when you lob that ball, the enemy can't make intercept rolls against you.
Yeah, I'm not feeling
So,
those, especially when his
imagine
head disappears
your
into
Dragon
the
Prince has burst through. He's far down
into
the
the
field.
lion's mane and
One
everything.
Nice, clean lob shot.
Never
all the way
mind,
down
you
the
know,
pitch.
they can't all be hits.
And,
Yeah, modern elfmen should be more slender.
What
Yeah,
I love
exactly.
about
Tall,
all of these
thin.
miniatures is
They should look like
the Blood Bowl incarnation.
you know,
Absolutely so,
ethereal
right.
acrobats. Exactly. Yeah.
The White Lions, the Dragon Princes. They just like look exactly like those, but in
You have to
short.
point out the
exactly.
positive
So
to me.
put
These two
lots
can
of,
need to be taking a
cards and,
long
fights
walk
on
off a short
display, but
beer.
otherwise it is just
Mute
pure,
it! Mute it,
Blood
just
Bowl
listen to
fun.
us, it's fine.
Right, this is the fourth position.
These guys have got all their knees
They're the
out.
high off
That's
linemen.
like
In
a
some
whole lot
ways,
of
the
marriage
linemen are
proposals
like the boring
on
part of your
Friday.
Blood Bowl team, but high
There's a
off
whole
linemen
lot
are
of
really
like
good.
hurting yourself
Let's
on the
not beat
pitch.
around the bush.
You're harming
They've
all
got
the wrong
great
bits.
stat lines, they've
Innit?
got decent armor. They've got no skills to
Not
speak
even a
of.
knee pad.
And
but
the
they're
other thing I don't
reliable.
understand is like
The only downside is at 65,000, I think it is.
Phoenix
recruitment,
Warriors.
You don't get a
Like,
massive
I
team.
don't see them playing
started
Blood Bowl,
all the time.
honestly.
It's
I just-
definitely hard.
It's finesse team.
Yeah,
isn't it?
and so you've got to get everything like acting in the way it's supposed to, and I guess you need these to do some of the heavy lifting in terms of maybe making tackles
Yeah.
or throws or catches.
That's a miss from
themselves.
GW, I'm afraid. But
The
never mind.
kit
You know,
also
it's just, they
contains-
can't all be
I've talked
hits.
a lot here. It also contains the balls, the turn and reroll markers, and everything that you would expect for you to mark in play. And there'll be a spike journal that comes out.
To be fair,
alongside
the,
all of this, when
the markers
it
are
releases, which is full
throwing
of all
metal
of the
horns,
stories
so-
and the lore behind it, and information about different high elf teams and all of that good stuff.
And dice and a pitch and all that jazz as well.
Yeah, I think you talked a little bit about how they key into sort of the classic imagery of the high elves. I think one of the things that I really like is that bleeds into the rules in a way. The Dragon Prince,
Like your shock troops that go
exactly,
up the
and
middle.
the white
yeah.
line.
Yeah, yeah, the
they
naked
were
knees do
monster
look a bit
hunters
silly.
traditionally, right? And so like,
So if the
claw
enemy's got
rule-
a troll, you're like,
exactly.
you're going down troll.
That claw rule lets them go in and bust open, I don't know, Chaos Warrior armor or whatever it might be. Yeah, really, really great. Very exciting to see these finally reach the gridiron. And there we go. That is your Blood Bowl section. Pretty exciting. Coming to a
Short,
pitch
sweet,
near
Horus
you.
Heresy next.
Next up, he says, we have a little bit of an animation clip to show some people.
Yeah, absolutely. So next up, we have a new clip from Penitence, which is the new Warhammer 40,000
2 minutes.
animation
How
on
long
its
do
way
they
for
think we got?
Warhammer Plus very soon. Here are the first 2 minutes of that show.
This is where I'm probably going to get hit for copyright, if nothing else.
Are you saying we should talk more over it?
Blah, 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 blah. Nah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Yes, we've got some African representation now. It's nice to see them getting some because they had a hell of a time.
It's
quite Monty Python.
Our mission is of sacred importance.
It is good to know that Nigeria exists somewhere in the 40,000th millennium. 40,000th millennium? 40th millennium, sorry.
40,000.
Sorry.
111th birthday.
She will mark Fusion 4 as a shrine world. The Emperor's flock will come, and with them, new hope. The foulness of the orcs shall
Kind of
be
weird that they've given the
driven
relic to
from
an
this
initiate.
place.
Yeah. Cherub, though.
Yeah, I think they are. Well,
The thing is, like, what I don't get is, like,
Will not fail.
Star Wars kind of solved this. Like,
We to fall short of
just
what our
Star Wars just like, look, everybody just sounds sort of vaguely American or English and bad. This it's about time my sister's got their own flyer. You have to sit in the bloody harvest.
Yeah.
That is my favourite depiction of an orc so far.
There we've got this priceless saintly relic. Stick it in an arbor site, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
His test begins.
I'm not hating it so far. Or was that all of it? Was that 2 minutes already?
I'm looking forward to that. It looks alright.
Yeah, it looks alright. Yeah, it looks alright.
Eddie, that was awesome. What can you tell us about Penitent?
Yes,
I think it was an Orc rocket. I can't be sure.
Plus, this is an Adeptus Sororitas
But the Orcs weren't being all
animation
goofy and
featuring
stuff, so I was like,
the Order
yay.
Of the Sacred Rose, which is I think we haven't seen before.
Yeah, absolutely.
They are on a sacred mission to found a new shrine world. They have a sacred relic.
Jamaica?
To get it to the shrine world. Obviously,
she
the
wanted
mission
to go.
doesn't quite go to plan, as you saw there. Their ship is intercepted by some Orcs and downed, and then they have to trudge across this wasteland to get their relic to where it needs to go. The Orcs in this are snakebite Orcs, which
Cool.
is pretty cool. We haven't really seen snakebite Orcs in animation before. Snakebite's, of course, famous for bringing along gribbly squiggly.
We'll have to
beasts
wait
with
and
them,
see. I
and
mean,
can
animation's
confirm
one
there
thing,
is a
but
squig in
is
it.
the writing
Nice.
any
So we
good?
both get both
So
the
far,
Fellowship
it's
and the
not
Squig
been great,
in
if I'm being
Absolutely
honest.
spoiled, yeah.
Living the dream. So when does it arrive?
So this is on its way in February. The first episode, it will be a 3-part animation with the first one landing in February, so not very long to wait at all.
Fantastic.
3-part
So
animation with
if
the first
you
one
are
landing
not
in
familiar
February, the
with,
second one in March, and the
Warhammer
last one in
40,
April, because we're going to
it's,
stretch it
available
right the
through
fuck
Warhammer
out.
Plus subscription, and
Especially
you
what
get
you
to
said.
loads of
You would have said
animations
it's
and,
all in
sort of
February.
shows that are made by
If
the
it was
team in-house,
all coming out in
gaming
February, but you said the
and all
first
that
one was in
sort of thing.
February.
So, if
You know
wanna
they're gonna
watch
stretch
this
it
as
all
comes
out.
Make sure you get
That's
yourself
what
a
they do.
subscription and join in. It's going to be great.
Exactly that.
Nice one. Right. So there were some questions in the Blood Bowl section that I got hold of late, and my favourite question
Okay.
was Custodians
Heresy
when.
Custodes.
Well, I'd like to tell you when. We're going to go to all the way back to the Age of Darkness with this.
There they are.
Oh, the Claydus. Or a grab tank sculpt done in plastic.
Yep. Ooh, and the Ventari as well.
I do love
And the
those
dreads. Damn.
Holy fuck, how expensive is that Battlefield gonna look?
Oh man, that all looks really nice.
It does.
And I didn't see anything like massively.
So excited by everything that we just saw there. We have
Obviously,
the,
ladylike there.
forces of the
I mean, I'm
Legion
sure they're there
Custodians
because they said
for
they'd
the
be.
Horus Heresy.
I don't
Everything
think they
that
won't
video
look
we're
too
going to talk
different, will
about.
they? Like,
Let's start with
breastplates
what
are
you can see
breastplate
on
when
the
you get to
screen
that size
right
of a
now.
So this
person.
is a box, isn't it?
And they're so
It's a brand new
muscly, I
box.
don't
This
think
is
they're
the
doing
Legion
bloods.
Custodes
They're
Battle
not
Group,
like OF
and this
custodes.
is coming out as part of the launch. Everything in this is a new plastic miniature, and it just looks incredible. You've got 2 sodalities of Custodians. You've got a
I
Dreadnought.
mean, those are
Shield
a
Captain,
massive
and
upgrade on the
Graf Tank.
Custodians
Let's
we
talk
have at the
about
moment.
those
I'm
in
not going to
detail.
lie.
These, of course, are the Custodian Guard Sodality. Eddie?
This is a Custodian Guard Sodality. They are the archetypal image of a Custodian. They are towering Guardians, each one with a Guardian spear, able
That-
to
yeah.
chop the enemy up in close combat and
That
box them
kicks
apart at
ass.
range. They are a brand new plastic kit, a slight readjustment, I suppose, of the proportions of the Custodians, but still very recognisably.
They
the
look so
Custodians
much
that you
better.
Love the Guardians of the Emperor, and still in the Horus Heresy at this point, successful.
Yeah, absolutely. They haven't dropped the ball yet. The kit is, as I said, it was
What do we
not
think,
fantastic.
guys? I think
There's
these look
options
the
in there.
bollocks,
You've got these
personally.
High helm.
Someone in the chat just said
high
Henry
helmets you
Cavill
can
just
see here.
passed out
There's some
somewhere.
better options you can build your models, whether they're willing to risk getting shot in the
He's
face.
probably
or not,
fine.
it's
He's
your
probably
choice.
looking at it.
Oh
He's going,
man, these
okay,
really
I'll
do
bet
look
my
like
pot
they're looking
4-year-old
for
models
the,
rendered in
the
plastic.
Vectula
I am
and
loving
Spade
these.
Proud
They
And
really
yeah, they
do.
look so much better than 40k.
Ooh.
You see what I mean now? When I
All
talk
the
about
mini
aesthetics,
Yeah,
40k
absolutely.
starts to look so
Stabbing daggers
cartoony.
They're just dripping in all the power.
And you look at these, and they're just a completely different level.
Most elite
Same
warriors.
material, they're still plastic.
Here you can see some
Just
of
a completely
the
different design
heads that are
aesthetic.
available to the kit.
That one
So
looks
you
like
can
Annie
do a
Lennox.
mixture
I
or
approve.
all of one style, whatever it is that suits you.
That
really.
was definitely a lady.
You've already said it, but for me, this is the quintessential image of the.
There you go.
Custodian.
There's a lady
Like
one.
Serried ranks of sort of spear-wielding, golden armored warriors. I love it. They're not the only sodality in the Custodians Battle Group box set, though.
You can
We
just
also
leave
have the
those
Sentinel
off, that's
Guard,
fine.
Who are essentially the same.
Leave
kind
the
of
lady
unit,
heads
but
off,
these are
put
equipped with Presidium
a helmet
shields
on and
custodian war
just
belts.
say that
Yeah,
your
so another
order or
we have
whatever
for
never
like
had lady. I
Custodians, a
so
normal
disagree with having
Custodian
ladies in the
is the word
heresy.
used to describe
Do
the
it in the
Custodian.
fucking.
These ones are a little
Do
bit
it
more
in the
defensive and a little bit
40k if you
less
want to.
elite, but
I've written off
every
40k. I don't
Custodian is
care.
a master of
But-
death and very, very durable. These
Yeah.
ones have shields, which in your
We
game
knew it was
of
coming.
Horus Heresy can allow
I'm
them to
kind of
use,
glad that they've kept the
shield
armour
or
the same because it
crucibles
does
and
mean I
make
can
them
just
more
put a different
durable
head in it
and
and
becoming
I don't
fire
have to fucking
Oh, yeah.
worry.
Yeah,
I mean, that's the
absolutely.
thing. Like,
And they're invulnerable sabers.
I think
to
when you
access
get
those
as
shields.
muscular as
They're
that,
just
they're
great.
not
And so
really going to
essentially
have
it's
too
making
many
that choice,
feminine
aren't you,
features
between
apart from a
these,
face.
A little bit killier, but
Yeah,
not too offensive.
and you probably, in truth, want a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Of course, there
They
was
are
more
lovely
than that,
models. They are
big
lovely,
army shot that
lovely
we saw
models.
Than just these two.
You know, as anyone will
sodalities.
tell you,
Next
head
up,
is a
we
choice.
have the Shield Captain. I am unapologetic in that this is my favourite of the models in this custodian release. I genuinely
Shield
think this
Captain
is
actually looks
incredible.
really
The
They're
look of
all
detail
really
and
nice,
captured on
mate.
it
They
is
blow
so
the
good.
40k ones out of the
It comes
water.
with
I'm
a couple of
sorry.
options here. You can see
It
the
does
helmeted
have
head
a
and the
40k
unhelmeted
face,
head.
though.
I really like that gold.
Oh, that's oh my word!
If you don't know about custodian shield captains, these are essentially a top tier fighter on the
Wow.
planet. They can go up against anything up to and probably including the first captains of the Space Marine
That
Legions.
face.
If you're not a Primarch, it is not a pushover, and even if you are, be careful.
Yeah, a shield captain backed up by a squad of custodians can happily take on a Primarch level character and up against anything that's a Space Marine, unless you've got a very, very impressive sword of some sort. You're definitely going to come out on the wrong side of that fight. The miniature is absolutely
So good,
dripping
yeah.
in detail. I think one of the things you can just see in that rotating image there is the text on the inside of the shield.
We got quite excited about this earlier on, didn't we?
So one of the concepts of custodians generally is that they write their honour name inside their armour.
Those are a really,
and
really
the
good
idea here
upgrade for
being
the
that the titles that this warrior has achieved
are
throughout their career
proper
has
nice.
been so
for the
extensive
custodians.
that
Though
the
I am
achievements
well
have
on
gone
board
beyond
with
their
these.
armour onto the
There's been
system.
very little 40k that I have not
Absolutely.
liked.
Really
Sorry, 30k
fantastic
that I've not
model,
liked.
and I wonder if we'll be talking
Told
about
you, it's the
this
Imperium of
model
Man.
this time next year. There's more inside this battle group than we've shown you so far. We go to the vehicles. So first of all, you have the Custodian Dreadnoughts. There's two variants. You can choose which one you're going to build.
Yeah, I thought it'd
The
be a
first
dual
of
build
which
box.
is the Contemptor Achilles Dreadnought.
I had that one in resin.
It is equipped
I've
with
got them
a
both in
War
resin.
Spear, which
When I
is
sold my
like
custom
the length
to,
of three men.
to
It's
Grant
Just
from
a
Gravel,
giant guardian spear.
yeah,
basically,
bundled
isn't it?
that
If
in
you
as
get
well.
put
so
inside a dreadnought and you've been a custodian,
They're
you
really
might
nice.
find
I don't
savvy
need them
with
'cause I've
a
got
spear,
the,
and I continue to
Forge
do
World
that,
ones,
And the
but-
answer was a firm yes.
Yeah,
and
nicely done.
It's phenomenally dangerous.
Kind of surprised we didn't see the Telemon actually.
Big damage.
That's what I was about to say,
It
no
can,
Telemon.
it's got armor bane, so vehicles are in real trouble.
If they've done this
for me, this is my
to the
favourite of the
Contemptors,
two.
I'm really
and we'll show
looking
you
forward
one
to
in
seeing
a
a
second.
Telemon in plastic.
But
if
look
they
at the
do.
pose that you've got on it. This kit is really poseable. They've made the most of the sort of multi-part plastic functionality that this kit enables.
Oh, I've mentioned it. The face looks
Contemporary
absolutely
dreadnoughts, all of
astonishingly
the
bad.
dreadnoughts,
I'm like, what the
particularly
fuck?
custodian ones, have been available in resin before, obviously, and they've always been kind of highly posable.
But I
None of the
think that
posability's been
the-
lost in the transition to plastic, and actually, it's now an even easier material to
I
work
think that
with,
the
and you've got
quality of the
more
new
options and
custodians,
ways
I kind of
building.
thought they were just
So
going to take the
you can
40k
include,
ones,
half a dozen,
reproportion
dreadnoughts
them,
in your army if you wanted to, and every single one of them
and-
is completely unique and different in terms of.
Or
Then
I'm
just
not a
sticking
fan of that recoil in the middle of the shield.
female head on it kind of thing.
I
Again,
think this one's my favourite.
There you go.
He looks absolutely awesome. There's something
But
about a dreadnought with a massive shield and a massive sword. that
These
just absolutely works for me.
I've had a lot of work
And
put
it
into them. I
mirrors
think
the
they're
two
really,
different
really nice. I've got to
core
say,
unit types.
just take the female
Exactly.
faces out of it.
You've got one with the
Fuck all that
spear,
shit off. I
the
told
more
you,
aggressive
I'm
one,
not
you've got
accepting
one
that as
with
canon. That's
the
fine.
The shield and the sword.
You can have them in the
defensive
30 in 40k.
So if you wanted to, you
They're
could
not in a
pair them
heresy,
upright. You could have the shield
as far as
on
I'm
the ground,
concerned.
shield custodies,
And
your
I think
small
you've got some
ones,
really,
and
really
go
nice models
alongside
here.
the
I think that
warriors
battle
that fought
force is
with
really
in life.
nice.
Yeah, the Contemptor Galatus.
And
has the
you look at that
Galatus,
dreadnought and then you
Warblade.
compare it to
That
the
is just gonna
Saturnine, I'm just
cut
like, it doesn't
through
look like it's from the same
medium and
world.
heavy infantry like nothing. I think to bear in mind about these,
No,
is
it really
every
doesn't.
dreadnought is piloted by like a fallen warrior, right? That is entombed within the sarcophagus. Just bear in mind that the warrior that is piloting this was a custodian, the absolute fighting elite of the Imperium.
If it's a lady, she won't be able to
created
drive
by
it,
the
so you get
Emperor.
like
But
crashing
these
into
are
things,
really,
rules.
really dangerous on the tabletop. In addition to all of that armor, they're phenomenally.
No, these are really nice, man.
skilled
I
warriors.
Yeah.
honestly, I
A
can't.
very, very good stat line.
Apart
They
from
can
that
wade into
Karen
whole
face
phalanxes
and the fact you've got
enemies
like
and
lady
chop them to bits.
heads
Yeah.
and
Very,
Uh,
very
in
satisfying.
general that
They
they're
look
just.
great, though.
The final thing that's
Oh, I see what you're
inside that
saying,
battle
Rusky.
group
They're
box
not going to
is
mention
this.
it.
This
Yeah,
is the
they're just going to.
Calais
Oh,
Annihilator
they've
grav
changed the
tank.
turret.
We'll talk more about other grav tanks in a minute, but essentially think of this as a main battle tank for the Legio Custodians.
Oh,
force.
in plastic, beautiful.
He's equipped with an Arachnus
yeah.
Blaze Carronade, which is the.
Chikai, no,
solid
no.
barrel weapon
Female
on top.
Marines never.
This is a devastating ranged weapon with two fire modes. The first of which is anti-tank. You're thinking 2 shots at strength.
Oh,
10,
I'm
just blasting,
personally really rather
buildings
pleased.
apart. Yeah,
Really rather
absolutely.
pleased with this.
And
That,
then it's alternate fire mode.
Oh, as
with
Heresy comes
multi-shot,
through
and it's
again?
Great at gunning down heavier.
I think they all
infantry.
look shit.
Yeah.
So I think that we were talking about before, and I think you made a really good point of, was stuff in the Legio Custodes force needs to often do two things.
Henry
Yeah,
Cavill isn't
always-
actually being
always
paid for doing the
outnumbered,
TV
both
series.
in
He said,
terms
just
of
sort me
how
out
big the units are,
10,000
but also in
point
terms of how many
Custodes
units you've got on
army.
the battlefield.
And
Yeah.
we're good.
It's not enough that you've got a unit that's very good at killing tanks. It might also need to do some double duty to, pitch into the battle against enemy heavy infantry or support your units, whichever
actually
thing
tempted
is
by these
currently
guys
giving
as
you.
well.
challenges.
Mate, I'll
So
tell you what, I
most
think I might have to
units
get this
in the
Battle Force
Custodian army
box.
Are quite good at several
And it
things.
can join all the other Heresy Battle Force
Those
boxes that
are
I
the
put
units that
together.
make up the Custodian,
I don't know what it is,
Guard
guys.
battle
What can I
groups
say?
that
Like,
we,
I look
shown
at
the start.
these and I'm
There
like,
are more
these are
units coming
models.
along the way,
Yeah, that'll be the,
also all
that'll be
in
the
plastic.
first thing you
I
can
look at
buy
the
from
40k
the
stuff
Custodian
and I go,
army.
these are
All in for your
toys.
Custodian army, that'll be the first thing that your
Yeah.
reinforcements are hot on their heels.
Exactly so.
It's not
So
a night
next
and day,
is the
innit?
Caladius Grav Tank. It
It's
is
so
very
different.
similar to the Caladius Annihilator Grav Tank. It's just not an Annihilator. Instead, it has an Iliastus accelerator cannon on its roof. Think Sikaran battle tank from the Space Marine Legions, if you know the setting and you know the war gear.
I'm
It's
so
similar,
pleased these are all
but
coming out in
upgunned
plastic, man.
version of that kind of weapon. So decent fire rate.
And the Ventari, what a win.
Maul medium and light vehicles and pretty much any infantry you put in front of it. It's
What a
big,
win.
heavy duty tank.
Yeah, it's another great option for a line battle tank. You won't get many tanks in a Custodian army just because everything costs so many points, but there's certainly a place for one of each of these in a 3,000 point force.
Yeah, absolutely. Sticking on the theme of the Grav tanks, we have the biggest of all of them, which is the Coronis Grav Carrier. This thing is enormous. We've got one on the desk in front
So I
of us.
wonder
We'll
how
show
many
you in a
kits
minute.
we've got here.
But essentially, this
Dual
is big
build
enough
for the
that it can-
Calidus and
it can
then
carry an entire
Coronis being
Sodality
separately?
Custodian
Yeah, the
Guard
Calidus is just
and
a
an
different turret, ain't it?
accompanying-
Yeah.
So it'll be
You get a kind of a sense of how big
Got
it is
what,
there,
5 or
'cause you
6
can see the
kits?
Custodians next to it. Remember that those are
Elric of Manibony in drag.
Those are big old tanks.
It really is.
So true.
It's not unarmed as well. You can see the guns on it, but the one
It's
talk
so
about mainly
true.
is the Neutronium Cascade projector.
Sounds cool.
We'll tell you more about that another time, but essentially it's a powerful gun in its own right. So in addition to disgorging the most
Yeah, this is
elite
great.
fighting
This is
units
what
in
we
the
want.
Galaxy onto the tabletop, it's
is.
also hosing you with devastating firepower.
And all of these are plastic as well. This is
Yeah,
a
absolutely.
huge plastic kit.
Additionally, you might have seen in the video that we saw before, you have the Venatari Sodality. So these are elite hunter-killer strike troops within the Legio Custodes.
There you go,
borne
Venatari
aloft
for you as
on
well.
these sort of gold
box of 6?
wings, on contrails of
Seem to
fire,
be doing those at the
diving
moment, don't
into the
they?
heart of the enemy.
I reckon it's
Yes,
going to be
this
a
is
3.
your kind of rapid strike, fast attack choice for the Legio Custodes. You've got a couple of options there. You've got the
I mean,
spear,
the
or you've
Thalaxi
got
were
the
boxes of 6,
buckler and
and
pistol.
these
Both of
look
those
bigger.
are very lethal.
Yeah, I
also
suppose.
come standard with Misericordia and effectively like ancient
They
grenades.
do look all.
from
I
a
just
bygone era
love
that are more
these. These are
powerful than even
brilliant.
Things like the melter bombs of the.
And yeah, Sisters
Yeah,
of Silence
these are
should have
some
got
of
some.
the guys. The
But then they're not in the
Kinetic
Heresy,
Destroyer,
are
which is
they?
the sort of handgun-looking thing you can see. It's a really powerful hand cannon.
you never hear 'em
basically,
coming.
fires a spot, the strength of incoming enemy fire. Or if you equip them with the
Gordon's
Veritum,
alive.
Lance, say that fast, really great on the charge.
If they are
So
free to a box,
options
I hope
to
they're
go
not
go
stupidly
to
expensive.
get
Just
the
in
most out of
case
these.
your custodians weren't
Be about
scary
40
enough,
quid, innit?
now they're faster than everyone as well, and there's
Yeah,
no escape.
you can see here the front. I believe that is the Neutronium Cascade mine. So
think you're right.
delivering fun into the heart of the enemy. All of this stuff and where you find it.
Look at that!
in,
Look at
I mean, they
that!
put the wrong,
Custodians
they put the wrong
Leader,
dreadnought
which,
on the cover, but it,
we'll show you here. There you go. It's a big book. It's hardback. It's lovely. It's full of all the lore and the stories and information that you need to learn about the Legio Custodes. Ooh, I nearly adeptus them. And in addition to that, it talks about other elements of the Imperial household. So
Yep, so you've got the Anathema Psychana, the Sisters of Silence, and you've also got the Assassinorum.
Yeah.
So you've got all the various tools of the Imperial household, the stuff that the Emperor kept to himself on Terra as his personal army. All very, very powerful forces
pew pew.
in their own right.
Yeah,
perfect. So we've got the models in front of us. It'll be fun to do a little
Is
bit
that
of
Lady
show and
Armour in
tell.
the middle,
First of all, we
Ventari?
have a little stunt guy in the
Yeah.
front.
Heresy
This is
Bob for scale here.
a happy little solo auxiliary,
Probably.
and let's just stand him alongside
Like I
the,
said, I think the armour will
shield
be that
captain
different.
for context and scale.
So these are going to be more
Going to give
expensive
you a
then.
nice close in a second, guys, just so you can get a sense of how big they are.
Jesus, yeah.
Oh, so nervous touching me.
These are going to be a lot more expensive.
Tell me about it. So the
just going to
Custodian
pat a
Guard
little
are
base-done
big,
human
right?
on the
These
head.
are
Well
done,
elite
the
human.
pinnacle of the gene crafting that the Emperor
Wow.
does when he's creating his elite warriors. The only thing
Your
better,
reward
I
for
suppose,
showing up
the
is that you
Primarch.
get to serve the Emperor. probably not.
In that case, I wonder if
Half
the
of them went
dreadnoughts are a
bad.
little bit bigger
So
too.
maybe they're the best they got.
And then you can
Oh, of
see
course,
the
it's also
other
silence with
things.
Prospero, yeah.
So you put the little guy up alongside the grav carrier. It's just enormous. This thing is huge.
That thing's going to be
And if I
80 quid
spin it
all day
round,
long.
You can see the entrance hatch.
It's like bigger than your
Land
hand.
Raider
Adam,
equivalent.
It's a big old thing.
So it's got this really cool entrance hatch. I was looking at some frames and has detail on the inside. So I think if you're one of these modelers who likes to do this sort of thing, you might be able to like have it open or make a diorama. or
Love
whatever
it.
You want to do. Yeah. So I think people are going to have a lot of fun with this. And
No Necromunda reveals,
really
I'm
cool.
afraid. This is the last. Oh no,
what
they
else
said
was
they
I
had one
gonna
more
say?
thing for
We should talk
40k.
A little bit about the dreadnoughts. If you look at the,
I'll probably
the
skip
chest
that,
armor
so I'll
on
go
them,
and get Kiddo.
Yeah, so
Fine.
there's a few different.
Yeah, no,
options
man.
Actually, I was looking at the kits before. You've got options for things like the shoulder pads. So if you've got multiple dreadnoughts, you can have slightly different shoulder pads. There's some nice little areas for heraldry. So these ones have got some heraldic.
I'm still not a fan of just that flat black icon on the shield on that dread.
Faces, I think.
Looks a
in
bit pony, doesn't it?
Different chests.
It does. And then they wouldn't put it on the book cover.
So you've got loads of ways of making these really different. There's loads of detail on them. So, but a lot of it's kind of sculpted on. So you could paint them very quickly if you wanted to. If you
Thing
wanted
is, like they're only
spray
going to
them
have
gold, wash on
a
them.
standard
They look pretty
You're almost
Citadel
ready for war.
Yeah,
at
they're
that
kind
point.
of
transfer in there,
but
not the
also
really
if
nice
you wanted
Forge
to
World
spend
transfers
hours
that
and
we got.
hours and make these, you know,
So that's
what we
why.
wanna paint
But
it,
I
they're
certainly
fine
know I would
with
have rather
that
put
as
some
well. They are just really
detail or
really
something on
lovely
it.
to put your hobby hours into and get something really nice out of it. The other thing that is worth saying about a lot of these miniatures is
big
they will
40K
obviously
rules.
have some dual purpose in Warhammer 40,000.
Oh, of course.
So if you have an Adeptus Custodes army, things like the Dreadnoughts obviously are already a data sheet in your force. You already have data sheets.
I
for
mean,
things
they
like
need
Custodians
tanks, so it
with
makes
guiding
sense.
spears and
It's
with
kind of nice that
shields
they're also getting
and
rules for
shield
Warhammer
captains as well.
simplified
shield
as well.
captains as well. So lots
Warhammer
of these,
traditional
if you
and
wanted
Warhammer
to put them into your
simplified.
Warhammer 40,000 army, there's absolutely no reason not to.
Yeah, perfect. So we're not done with the Horus Heresy. There's still more. There's obviously a little bit for the Legiones Astartes.
My glaive.
So first up, we have the Legion Glaive super heavy tank. You were really excited about this
I
one.
think this is my favourite. This is my favourite super
One of
heavy,
them.
and I think it's
One of
mostly
them.
because I just love Volkite. There's something
It
about
is a
it.
cool
It's just
looking gun, isn't
like
it?
Two kidneys
intrinsically
anyway,
heresy for me. And this is the largest plastic Volkite gun we have ever seen, not counting things like stuff on Titans that we might have seen in epic scale.
Yeah,
in
in
the
tiddly
past.
tiny scale.
It just looks so much
But it
better.
is
I look at that and then I look at the
absolutely
repulse and I
enormous
just start
tank.
laughing.
Obviously, the bell blade is the same chassis.
It's actually a proper nice paint job as well.
A cooler looking gun, although I know you're a big fan of
So,
the
so Fellblade
something
is
made out of
the one
brushed
for me, but I
aluminium.
can't deny the coolness of this. The panning shots that you're getting right now really just show how cool and detailed this model is, right? That camera is so close to the model, and it just looks just crisp and brilliant and exciting.
This one, of course, painted in Iron Warriors.
Yeah,
colours.
definitely.
Also
Yeah,
look
I think
equally
the
good
scaling
to
in
the
general
other
looks a lot
17
better.
Yeah, I would think
The
so.
old
Better
Custodes
maybe
is
than
like
the colours of the first, I think.
weirdly
who
small
might have
legs
is a
compared to their
Volkite
bodies.
carronade
It's
if
very
you're
odd.
wondering. It's just an enormous
It's
gun.
much better
Just for
proportioned.
your enemy should you
It's
so
a great
desire.
worst, great special rule.
It's not
Whirlwind.
the only Astartes tank available. There was also
Hey!
a
Imperialis.
stalwart of the Legiones Astartes.
does look
and
better
indeed
than the
Space
40K
Marines
one.
Deploy personnel as
It
well.
does.
With the Whirlwind.
I would use that as a
missile
40k
tank.
one.
There's something just
Yeah.
kind of lovable about the Whirlwinds. This is
It's a change in the scale and
it's just
magnitude
nice,
here,
it's just
isn't
nice. It's got a very useful little artillery piece. Does lots of useful, very cool stuff for you in the game. This is a long-range artillery support piece that can reach enemy units where most of your things can't get to them. Lots of the different missiles you can give it have morale sapping effects, basically.
Yeah,
so
so
it's a debuffing
If you put
piece
so
of artillery.
it comes with IX base for standard. You upgrade those missiles to Pyrax. if
that's
you want,
awesome.
At which point you can literally just drive people off of objectives.
Like the way it looks more in
Absolutely
line with the
fantastic for shifting
Dreadnought
move
missile launcher.
Normally you're trying to kill dozens.
Oh, the
and
Havoc
dozens of
launcher.
models to take objectives. Whereas land
they
one of
just
those
make them
shells
walk
and
up
just-
it, then you can just
make
take
it
it.
Yeah, I
give
liked
to
him
you.
when we got
were
him for
talking before,
Imperialis.
this
I'm
is
really
obviously
pleased to see
painted
him
up in the
scaled
colours
up.
of the
Yeah, it's great.
Imperial Fist. We thought it was quite amusing that it's done as a
No land
Templar.
speeders though, sort it
which is,
out, guys.
The keenest usually to get into close combat.
You can imagine how that went. It's like, my Lord Dawn, I'm now a Templar brother and I'm itching to serve. And he's like, sit in this at the back, please.
Oh, maybe a punishment, perhaps.
Maybe he just likes Sigismund too much. Who knows? It is fantastic, and we're very excited for it. Where will you find all the information you need for these? Well, thankfully, there is a new Journal Tactica on the horizon.
Of course there is.
It's called Mailed Fist, and it
Nice.
details the Legiones Astartes.
What a
super
time
heavy
to be
tanks.
alive. The next
Lots
two
of
books are
lore,
Scutari, and
organisation
then this
charts
one.
and
I'm just
information
like,
on how they were fielded, the operations that they
my
performed, that sort
nipples
of thing,
explode with
as well as
delight.
some rules, including the rules for the returning Whirlwind.
Absolutely. And those of you with eagle eyes may have spotted there is one Ultramarine
There we
in
go.
this preview.
Ultramarine fans,
We
fear
are
not, we've got you.
contractually obligated to
In a
include
very
at least one Ultramarine
Trader-esque
Space Marine
bit
in
of
every preview.
falsification of an
and
Ultramarine.
they're about to be crushed under the uncompromising wheels of the Iron Warriors.
If he's not dead yet, he will be
Nice.
soon. Perfect. So, that was great. Loads of stuff for the Horus Heresy. I'm going to quickly dive into the questions and see where we are at.
Jesus,
right,
man,
so
that grav
we've got, will
carrier
custodians
for
be
the
playable
custodians
in
is
Warhammer
nearly as
40,000?
big
That's
as the
from Blood of
glaive.
Dead. Well, you've covered
I
that
think we
one
sort
already.
of covered
That's
that
a
one.
proper
Loads
chunk.
of those
Yes.
models will be.
That
really
might
worth
actually be
saying
100 quid, you know?
If it's got a analogous unit in Warhammer 40,000, by all
Yeah, I have
means,
no
if-
idea
if,
why they haven't
if
done more
fictions,
Sisters of
that would be
Silence. I'm guessing because they don't speak,
will we ever
and that's
see
no
more
good.
Sisters of Silence? And the answer to that is they have rules, and all of their lore and stuff is contained within that Liber Custodes, so you can continue to field them. I hope one day we'll get more core models for them as well.
There's no new System of Silence in this particular wave of releases,
But they
there's
are very
absolutely-
much catered for.
Yeah, there's absolutely no reason that we wouldn't in the future, and they absolutely feature in the rules in this expansion.
And the question is, can you tell us how many heads there were? I probably could,
They're trying to
but
get
I've
them
forgotten
to-
because it's been quite a long
How
time.
How
many
many
bear heads?
female
Yes.
heads?
How many bear heads? I think you get enough to do all of the
Oh my
models.
god, I
How
get
many-
bear
Yeah,
heads
so if
for
you
my
want an entire
custodians.
squad in
That'd be
helmets,
pretty
you can do
cool.
it that
This
way. If
one's
you want an
called
entire squad in
Bjorn.
bear heads,
Head of a
you can
bear
do it
goes
that
on
way as
bonk.
well, I think.
Perfect. But don't make your buying decision based on what I said right now because I might be
Yeah.
wrong.
I had a question earlier on that I actually got wrong.
Ooh,
I
go
just wanted
on.
to revisit. So somebody asked if the Corsair unit was able to join, Huron's bodyguard was able to join another unit. I said it wasn't. It is, in fact, able to join
Nice.
another unit. So
Perfect.
sorry about that.
And the last question, this is from
course it's
Love
plastic.
George, and the question is, in relation to the tank, is this plastic? Everything we've shown in this entire preview is in plastic.
Fuck's sake,
So
you're not
I don't know
listening
which
to
tank you meant,
people.
but the answer is yes. The Coronis Grav Carrier, both the tanks, the Super Heavy.
Oh,
all
there
of
you
it,
go. They're going to put a carrier
it's
next to the.
plastic all
Next
the
to
I'm
the
going to
way.
just get a shot of the.
So I just knew the size of the glaive,
carrier
mate.
next to.
The scale of the thing is quite
Yeah.
fun, isn't it? So try not to scrape the
Ridiculous.
metal work against each other. So I'm going to
Probably gonna be 100 quid, actually.
End to end, you can get a sense of how big they are if we get the camera on those. It is very nearly super heavy size.
It's really not far off.
Damn.
It's certainly not quite as bulky, perhaps.
I
as
think
the
they might
Space
travel
Marines.
in more comfort. Than
They
the,
definitely do.
than
Yes,
the,
they have a bit more space
Marines.
inside there, perhaps.
Fantastic.
But it's a big old tank, certainly.
Right.
It's going so
There we
well,
go.
and now they're
We
going to
are
ruin
not
it with more
quite
40k
done
right at the
yet.
end.
We promised you that we would return to the grim darkness of the far future, and here we are with a little teaser.
Perturabo.
Well, given that he got leaked, allegedly.
Nah, that's not the same model.
Well, that was a tease, wasn't it?
So that could mean almost anything.
It could. All we
be
know
done
is
as
that the reign of iron approaches, and some of you may have been able to form your own opinions on things that maybe were being hinted at with hazard stripes and sort of burnished silver armor. Who knows? If you want to have a look at those images again, hop over to warhammercommunity.com.
Iron
There'll be an
within,
article appearing
iron
there. If it's not
without.
already there, it'll be very soon, and you can.
That was actually a good
maybe glean
animation.
some
I
more
quite
bits of
enjoyed it.
Information.
Yeah, it was right.
That brings
Time
us
Warriors
to
versus
the end of
Dark
our
Order.
preview. If you've enjoyed this and you want more Warhammer for tonight, over in the US at Palm Springs right now there is a Warhammer Open event taking place where there's fantastic games of Warhammer being played all weekend. And as soon as we're done here, we're going to throw back to the team out there who will.
They
be
are not
commentating
saying how
on
many
fantastic
dainty
games of
heads.
Warhammer 40,000, I believe. So jump on board and have a look at what's going on there. By all means. Really, what remains, I guess, is to say thanks to everybody who's made this work.
Yeah.
We've got a team of people who've operated all the cameras and all the streaming equipment and covered off your questions. Thank you to all of you. Eddie, thank you for keeping me company and making
it's
this work.
quite all right, Adam. I didn't have plans tonight otherwise, so
Perfect.
it's been fun. It's been fun.
And the most important people to thank all of you who've chosen to spend a little bit of time being as excited about Warhammer as we are and joining in on this preview. It has been a delight. We'll be back in a couple of months with the next preview, I think.
I think we're planning to do something
Couple
from
of months,
Adepticon
eh?
in
Very
March.
excited about that. So
Nice.
until then,
Overall, that's
thank you
pretty
all so
decent.
much for joining us. This has been a delight, and we will see you again very soon. Bye-bye.
Bye, bitches. Right, well, what did we think, guys? I mean, genuinely, I thought the Corsairs were okay, and I thought the Custodians were excellent. Everything else I was kind of hit or miss, really, I guess. But yeah, not bad. Yeah, not bad at all.
It got better as it went on.
Yeah, I mean,
It got better as it went on.
I was not expecting. Well, no, I mean, I was genuinely not expecting the Custodians to be that good. You know, I want to sort of have a look at the actual pictures to see if there's anything different there. So I'm just going to bring those up real quick because normally Warhammer community's caught up by now. That should be an idea if I put that back in the stream, wouldn't it? Duh. Which window is it? God damn it. None of those. Where's Firefox? I have too many browsers open, like officially.
I will take this extremely professional moment to say thank you very much, everyone, for coming. I have to scooch.
Yeah, no worries, bro.
And that was a pretty good preview.
I thought it was pretty decent. Decent.
It was worth it just for the 30k stuff.
Yeah, I think that was definitely the highlight. Let me just try and sort this bollocks out. Blah, 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 blah.
Good luck with your balls. I'll catch you in a bit.
See you later, dude. There we go. The professionalism. They come for the professionalism. See all the reveals. So which one will I kind of look at? Let's be honest, mainly the Custody stuff. If you want to look at anything else, let me know. The Custodies, I think, were really, really good. Really, really, really good. So we're going to have a quick look at them. And maybe we'll be able to find out how many female heads there are. So this is your battle group, which is going to be like, bear in mind, it's going to be like 120 odd quid. So you get a Calidus, which I presume builds both variants. A Dread, Shield Captain, 6 of these lads, so they're like boxes of 6, I'm guessing. And then the Ventari, because they've got wings, will probably be a box of 3. They are glorious. They really have done such a great job with those. Love the way the wide stance works with that that spear there. So much better than the current. They look a bit weird when they've got their feet together and they're holding their spear. Well, Kevin, that's what we're here for. You see, you know, we try and provide the personality and the shenanigans. Because, yeah, they are... I mean, Warhammer in general is just really dry and corporate now. Yeah, they tried doing fun ones, and it's just the way they are. They're such a corporate company now. Oh, man, they look so good. So I imagine these are going to come in at the same price as the Terminators that do at the moment, like box of 6 for 50 quid or whatever, which is crazy money, but they're lovely. And there's your shield dudes, shield wardens, whatever they're called. And the thing I really like about these is, I mean, we haven't seen any female heads here anyway, but if you just go away, stop it, okay. If you just you know, leave the helmets on, you generally won't be able to tell a difference. No, it's not new trait guardsmen. I think they're the old they're the ones that come with the oh bollocks. You get the ones with the Ogrin and the Commissar? I think they're those ones. But yeah, these Custodies, I've got to say, apart from some of the heads, that's not a good looking head. GW, come and sort it out. But I really like those. Really like them. And I love that we're getting the tanks in plastic. Love that. Oh no, I know that. Everything GW makes is going to be expensive. But yeah. No, it's crazy, isn't it? The 40k ones just look so goofy now. I look at my 40k army and I'm just like, I kind of want to get rid of it. Do you mean I want to buy a 40k painted Custodes army? Because these look so much better. But Heresy just... There's been so few misses with Heresy with me. So few. Like, genuinely, I think I didn't like the Scutari they did. You know, the new ones with the stupid long legs. And that was it. It's like everything else has just smashed it out of the park. It's just such a different aesthetic. $40K just looks like a cartoon in comparison. Yeah, this is lovely. This is all lovely, lovely, lovely stuff. Absolutely no mention in here of ladies at all. That head is just, what a joke. I mean, it doesn't even look like a human face, let alone anything else. Bit of tit armour, huh? I didn't see it, but when we get down to the Vitari, maybe we'll be able to see it. But these in my opinion, just smash the 40K ones out of the park. They really, I mean, those 40K models are quite old now. Right, let's have a look. So these were the Vitari. I'm not seeing any obvious boob armour. I'd still say it's a box of 6, personally. 2 of each build. 2 of those, 2 of those. So that's that one. Oh, they're just showing one with a gun and one with a spear. Okay, yeah, it probably is a box of 3 then. Expensive. No, I'm not seeing any boob armor layers, guys. I think we're okay. She looks like one of those fortune telling machines they used to have from Blackpool Prom. Yeah, I know what I mean. As far as the lore goes, Skywatcher, I just say like headcanon it, man. Headcanon it. I refuse to have the only models that I like taken away from me just because some muppet decided to retroactively diversify a load of stuff from 10,000 years ago. So I'll just headcanon it. It's fine. 40K can just do 40K stuff. When it comes to 40K, I've got some armies for the models, but I mean, I don't see the game ever being anything I'd ever play again, to be honest. But yeah, I'm loving that we're getting these plastic tanks. They look so good. This is going to be pricey. You see the size of that thing? It's huge. 7 Custodes. Oh, look, it's got like, that's a new flying base. That's not the flying base they did for the stupid repulsors and stuff, because that was like a little disc. Standalone force in the case of the Sisters of Silence. Shut up, you bastards. You've only released 1 box for them. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, yeah. No, I thought they were really nice, guys. Is there anything else you particularly wanted to have a look at? I was going to have a quick look at the Corsairs, because maybe I was being a little bit harsh on that. I don't know if they'll ever make that Custodes flyer in plastic, to be honest, Jakarta. I just don't kind of think that there'd be a point. Really. The areas is huge, isn't it? It's pretty damn big. Pretty damn big. Right, here we go. So we've got these... Oh, my God. Night and day difference. Right. Huron, I'm sorry. I've said my piece about Huron. I don't like him. This guy's got, like... There's so much Primaris about him. A few things I do like. I kind of like how he's got these fingers here, because he's lost a couple of fingers in his hand. It's kind of cool. The Docock McKendrite type thing's not bad, I suppose. Just still looks just cartoony and goofy, I think. That is just... I mean, put aside the fact that he's wearing like an older mark of armour, that is just one of the worst. It's just... The hell is that meant to be? Wow, yeah, that's not awful. That's not good. I don't like the sorcerer. This guy, I swear, is a reskinned CAD from another model. I swear he's a reskinned CAD. I just can't think what of right now. I think she's good. I think that's a nice model. I like that as a model piece. The face almost even looks human. I'm not sure what she's doing in his retinue, but whatever. This, I don't know, guys. It's kind of cool to see Xenos, and I always kind of wish that they would have like a Dogs of War type thing. Because the tower was obviously all auxiliaries, and I was like, oh, we might get to see all these different races. But again, it just kind of looks kind of cartoony and Overwatchy, I guess. Maybe it'll grow on me. But of course, they had to make this a lady as well. Yeah. They're not awful overall. I don't think they're great. There's your box set. So, like, yeah, 160 quid or whatever it'll be. It's got a load of stuff in it. Here's your Raiders. I mean, just what? I don't know. It really just, the only way I can describe it is like, you guys know I play Tacticus. Yeah, I play Tacticus. I know it's a stupid gacha sort of money pit game. It's a fun game. And all the designs in that are purposely over cartoonified. These look like that before they've been over cartoonified. I think it's the only way I can really phrase it. They're just all the features on them are so over exaggerated that they just look like cartoons. Like if there was a 40k cartoon with this guy in it, I'd be like, yeah, but that makes sense. It's not horrific, I suppose. There's some bits I like about it. I do like the fact they've got different armour marks. There's that guy there. But again, like the hair and just... It's almost like an anime model come to life or something, you know? I mean, that actually looks like an anime model. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't know. Again, I think 10,000 years in the warp or whatever, and this is what we've got, really. Yeah, just crazy cartoony. Just crazy cartoon. I mean, a lot of it is the heavy metal paint style. A lot of it is the heavy metal paint style, because they go for this kind of very stark highlighted look to show everything off to its best extent. So they edge highlight every single thing. But yeah, I mean, maybe if you battle damage them up a little bit or something, they might look a bit better. But I mean, I do like the fact that they've got the older stuff. You know, I do kind of like that. But they all just look like, I don't know. And I hate smoke effects thing. That's attached to his wrist. Why would you do that? Yeah, I mean, they're okay. The more I look at them, the more I don't hate them. And I think that somebody could do a fairly good job with painting them, kind of thing. But it is all just really basic and caddy and kind of soulless. As much as like green stuff models were kind of crude in many ways, there was a real character and personality to them. And these don't seem to have that. And look at that goofy fucker. Just go away. Why do you look so goofy? You're meant to be scary. Well, I guess they're meant to be scary. I mean, they're Corsairs, they're Raiders. Pissed myself laughing if that twat turned up. Sorry, you're getting full Grognard now, by the way, because Matt's gone. I'm sorry. And again, here, I mean, just look at that guy running. I was like, what? No. Just missed potential. I think about how cool they should look, and then I kind of look at these. And these are just the old Blackstone models, aren't they? It's been a while since I looked at mine. Yeah, I recognise these. These are just the old Blackstone models. They're nice, don't get me wrong. They are nice. And then obviously got an upgrade set. Which, you know, is all well and good, but they're going to want like 20 odd quid for this. Okay? And this is where I'm like, no, 3D print it. Do not pay 20 quid. Sorry, GW. Don't pay 20 quid for some like shoulder pads that anybody can make in 3D sculpting in 5 seconds, you know, flat. You know what I mean? You can 3D print these and save yourself a lot of money, because that's just generic bullshit. You know, don't, you know, that's like, you could buy a model, a good model for that. Don't, yeah, it's just not worth it. All right, let's have a look at these Corsairs, shall we? I don't want to look at the Ossiarch Bone Reapers. I'm sorry, guys. I think they're fucking awful. I hate them. Right, so Prince Uriel. Again, he's got that kind of caddy face. Those are GW faces. But he's all right. I think he should look more interesting. But he's okay. I don't hate him by any means. Yeah, I mean, they've obviously just got a CAD template, I guess, and they're just doing all the stuff. Yeah, but I think the kill team was based off of the Blackstone Fortress models, wasn't it? I definitely recognise some of the poses. But he's got this kind of Vizark Yunari. I mean, I think the GW kind of were thinking Yunari was going to be a good thing, and I think that they've kind of given up on that. I think GW's just gone, yeah, like the Yunari, just no one's going to buy it, no one likes it, and they've just kind of gone away, and now they're doing this Corsairs thing. But the Eldar are so fractured now. There's so many models and so many factions out there. These Sky Reavers. Okay. I mean, they're all right. Still got this stupid thing where everybody's jumping off of a piece of scenery and it just looks kind of weird. I don't like this. It just reminds me of the bloody Idenef, the stupid weapon. Like, that guy looks a bit weird and awkward. They're all right. Don't love them. Don't hate them. Rather ambivalent. It is quite clever how they have blended Dark Eldar and Eldar aesthetics. I'll give them that. You know, some of that looks quite good. And I'm interested in seeing what the lore they come up with. Yeah, they're all right. There's nothing, you know, nothing amazing there. Slightly edgy. Yeah, they do look. Yeah, it's exactly what they look like, Skywatcher. Right between Swooping Hawks and Scourges. But I think the Scourges just look so much better. I love the Scourges. But then I love that everything that Jez did for that Dark Eldar release. I loved it. Loved it. All of it. All of it. I've got 6,000 points of Dark Eldar sitting in the other room. Not painted. Yeah, I know. I thought this was nice. I really like the throwback with the helmet. That's a massive throwback to the, I don't know if you remember the really, really old, I don't know if it's Rogue, probably was Rogue Trader, Farseer. Really nice. I like that a lot. Yeah, I think that's a nice model. Again, I'm still not entirely convinced that it's not based off another CAD frame, but I do think that is a nice model. And the Viper, which Kevin is not a fan of, but I've got to say I do like that. And now I see it's got a pivot platform in the middle, So I'm guessing the turret does move about. I kind of like it a bit more. I really wish they'd give us 360s of these. I have to make do with a few different angles. I think that's solid, man. I actually genuinely think that's an upgrade. I really do. Right, okay, so what I thought was... I don't know if you can see my cursor, but you see at the back here... Yeah, you can see the cursor. I thought this was attached to the side frame, so it can't move at all. But it can move. This is just like a rear covering for the mount. I spy Jez's hand in this, I really do. And I think that's really nice. I think that's very cleverly taken the Falcon identity and applied it to the Viper. What I don't like is this Viper's probably going to be like 30 quid, if not more. But yeah, I really like that Viper. I think that's... After the Custodians, I think that's probably my second favourite thing that they showed. The alternate build, yeah, take it or leave it. It's alright, I guess. I prefer the Viper, let's just put it that way. Yeah, I think I prefer the Viper. And then you've got this. This is just the... Is this just the Kill Team box again? I think it's just the Kill Team box, if I remember correctly. Yeah, they're alright. I'd like to see what other painters could do with them, different colour schemes. I think that might look quite nice. I think that might look quite good. And that's all of it. Oh, so they didn't put the Combat Patrol in there. I want to have a look at the Combat Patrol. Oh, because this is just the battle box. Okay. So you get 10 of the Sky Reavers, 1 Viper, whatever the hell it was called, a box of those, Uriel, and that. I mean, you know, it is what it is. You're going to pay 150 odd quid for it. Kevin, they did say there was a bit of play, so it might not spin all the way round, but they did say there was a bit of play in the turret. They just didn't do it because they didn't want to break it. We'll have to wait and see. Into the Maelstrom. It'll probably be in here, won't it? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. I'm not looking at Bone Reapers. They're such bollocks. I'm sorry. If you really want me to look at them, then yeah, put it in the chat and I will. But another 4 books that will last 4 months for 50 quid. Yay. I kind of like the split. It reminds me of 7th edition. Remember, 7th edition came with 3 books rather than just 1 big book. I kind of like that, but. When it comes to 40k, I'm just like, no. It changes so often. It's so quick. They're just constantly doing stuff with it. You are absolutely 100% right, Jakai. If you're not using Chris Foss's work, you're wrong. You need to put checks, stripes, and fish stripes over everything. I do know who Chris Foss is. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I don't mind books. I don't mind books. But when you might make books the only way you can get those rules, you are forcing people to buy books. And when you're forcing people to buy books, they shouldn't be out of date in 5 minutes flat. So, for example, I got the Trench Crusade book, the rule book. It's a nice book. There's some problems with it. The video is coming. What the hell is going on with Trench Crusade? Where I will hold them to account. Don't worry. I'm not a hater, but by no means, I'm not a white knight. As I said, we're not white knights, we're not black knights, we're greying knights. So I will be holding Trench Crusade to account. But that book is out of date. And, you know, you'd be like, well, that's fucking bullshit. But all of the rules are free online. All the army rules are free online. All the game rules are free online. So I'm like, okay, well, it's out of date. Not by loads, a little bit out of date. But I can still get the rules for free. Whereas, like, GW are just like, you know, if you don't have the codex, then you can't use the army. And I'm like, well, that's bullshit, because you're making me buy the codex. And even if I just want to use it on the app, I still need to buy the codex because I need the fucking code. Yeah? And then it's out of date straight away after buying it. I'm like, that's bullshit. Again, you put all the army rules for free online. I don't care if you change it every 5 minutes. But, yeah. Oh, Kevin, GW have for a very, very long time been the abusive ex-girlfriend. Dude, I've been doing this for 27 years. No, Christ. Oh my God, this year's the 30th year of doing GW, doing Warhammer. Good God. So yeah, you got your books. I mean, yeah, 50 quid, whatever. Okay, so you can make some amazing characters. Crucible of Champions, making your own character units. Again, but all of this is going to be gone in 4 months. Just like boarding actions. Oh, boarding action sounds really, really cool. And then, I hope you enjoyed that, because it's gone. Ravenwing Librarian on a bike, a Rogue Trader with 2 Inferno pistols, a Crutox Rider. But yeah, but this is what I want in 40k. This is what I want in 40k. I want the ability to build my cool stuff in 40k. You're 100% right, Stu, 33rd foot. We need rules for casual players and rules for competitive. I've said it for the longest time. The longest time. There should just be 2 rule sets. 1 rule set for your tournaments, where you have minimum, I don't want to say fun, people have fun playing in competitive, but minimum, you know, random stuff and you know, granularity, I guess. And then give us the narrative rules where I can, to my heart's content, plan all my different armies, make them as fluffy as I want, make them exactly what I want. Because as I said in my video that I did for 10th edition, I made my Tyranid army, and it was just an exercise in depression. It really was. So yeah, here's your second, your Maelstrom Combat Patrol. Now, like I said, it's sus, because your Dark Elder Combat Patrol at the moment is like, what, a homunculus, 2 units of racks, 2 units of 5 racks, and then 2 of the pain engines. And then you get this, and this is the one that's limited edition. 2 Venoms, 5 Hellions, 3 Reavers, a Sybarite, and a Squad of Witches. That's just ridiculously better, and this is the one that's limited edition, so this is the one that's going to get FOMO. And then for some reason a Votann one as well. I don't know. I'm not a fan of the Votann. I do quite like these models, but again, this is about 100 quid and you've got like, what, 10 models in there. Crazy. Right, one last thing. I'm going to look at these Blood Bowl models and see if they can sway me that they're not complete crap. No, they're complete crap. I'm sorry, they look awful. These look really bad. These look like board game models, guys. What the hell have they done to the design team for this? You cannot tell. You cannot look at the vampires and then look at these and tell me they were done by the same people. No chance. Ugh. I didn't buy the new Blood Bowl box set. I didn't think about getting the Season 3 set because I like Blood Bowl. It's a very old school game. It's a lot of fun. But I didn't like the Bretonians. I thought the Bretonians were awful. And I also think these are awful. Which is a shame because I love Blood Bowl. Yes. And of course pictures and blah, 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 blah. Oh well. I've got to say, overall, guys, I think that, yeah, it does look like the internship got to go, doesn't it? Do you remember when Mike McVeigh, bear in mind that Mike McVeigh now is an extremely accomplished sculptor, but you remember when he first had to go at sculpting models for GW? They were absolute shite. Absolute shite. They remind me of those. So, yeah, really not good. And the thing is, like, with digital sculpting, I don't feel like there's an excuse for it either. Like, with digital sculpting, I kind of feel like if you look at something and go, that's not good enough, then you can just pass the file on to somebody else and they'll fix it. It's not like the old sculpting days with green stuff. We're actually getting tools out and sculpting things. But, you know, well, never mind. Overall, I thought that was, it was a preview. The Horus Heresy stuff was mind-blowing. It's all this has done is just convinced me even more that Horus Heresy is the way, guys. Especially for old grognards like me and maybe you guys. Horus Heresy gives us what we want, and that's why it really hurts when GW fucks with it. because that is the aesthetic. That is the aesthetic I want. 40k is just getting incredibly cartoony in my opinion, but I do like that new Viper. I'm sorry, I do. Jez still knocks out good stuff. He does the concepts. He doesn't do the digital side at all. Doesn't touch it. I doubt very much that he does free ups or physical sculpts in any way at all. I imagine that what he does is he draws his sketches, and then he passes that on to somebody who kind of ruins it a little bit. I'm not sure with GW about the whole AI thing. I've seen a lot of stuff recently that's made me suspect that GW are using AI. And I think if you read between the lines in that article, they have been using AI, but they've seen that popular consensus is against it, and they've kind of gone like, we need to make a statement because we're this big corporate company. But in that same statement, they also say we are allowing our senior managers to cautiously look into AI. So it's a whole lot of nothing burger, to be honest. A whole lot of nothing burger. Yeah, Xenos in Heresy would be lovely, man. I mean, in an ideal world, we would just have Heresy. Honestly. But yeah, well, it wasn't all bad. Those Custodes models excited me in a way that when I saw the Mechanicum first revealed for Heresy, I got excited, So that's nice, isn't it? That's nice. I'm sure I'll have another video out on this soon. I'm working on the Trench Crusade at the moment. I'm sure I will have some more small videos coming out in the meantime. Thank you very much, as always, for joining us, Grognards. We've had a few subs join us all recently, which I really appreciate. Off the back of the videos, I'm trying as much as possible to keep it off drama, but if I see stuff, I will comment on it and I will mention it. I don't want to become discourse. I don't want my face just go on every thumbnail and using words like scandal and stuff like that. I don't want. I'm in this hobby to enjoy it. Do you know what I mean? And I'll call out the shit that I don't like, and the stuff that I do like, I'll praise. And it's that simple. But yeah, we'll be back soon. We've still got some more chips and stuff to do. Carl had a cool idea where we're going to talk about the games we've played, some really bad games we've played against people. And obviously we've got to do some more 2nd edition Codex retrospectives, work our way towards 3rd edition. So that'll all be coming in the meantime. Do me a favour, give the stream a like if you've enjoyed it, just to please the algorithm gods. And I'll be back with you guys soon. Right? Adios.